music is so freaking dramatic. It's so freaking dramatic. I always think it's so funny. I'm like, ah, yes, welcome to my deeply relaxing ASMR stream. Now enjoy this apocalyptic orchestral music. Naga, welcome. Naga, happy 52 months anniversary. Naga says, howdy, spooky fellows. Watch out for the potato ghost. It's supposed to be around right now. The potato ghost. The ghost of potatoes past. All those french fries you've eaten, they're coming back for revenge. They're coming for you. What's up, friends? What is up? That's right. It is I, the ASMR Gengar. Wait, I can't steal that. There is Gengar ASMR or ASMR Gengar. I can't remember exactly the order, but that's been taken. So I will not lay claim to that. I am the ASMR nerd wearing the skin of a Gengar. That's who I am. Nate, what is up? Oh my gosh, it has been a while. How are you doing? Nate says, hey, it feels like forever since I managed to catch a stream, but I'm glad I'm here and ready for some spooky, chill vibes. I love it, Nate. It is so good to see you again. I hope you've been keeping well, and I'm so glad you can be here with us tonight for your 24-month subiversary, your 2-year subiversary. That is worth tapping on this potato for. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Happy 2-year subiversary, Nate. And welcome back. Welcome back. OT Rob coming in with the 19-month resub as well. Getting close, getting pretty close towards that 2-year subiversary yourself, OT Rob, in the sub club, in our potato pals. Thank you so much, everybody, for the subscriptions. Those who kindly support the channel that way. I hope you enjoy your subscription benefits, whether it's your potato-based emotes, whether it's your ad-free viewing. What else do subscribers get? All that good stuff. Man, y'all, this is very cozy. This onesie is very cozy, but it's really warm. I don't know how long I'm gonna last in this onesie. We'll have to see. But I'm already starting to be like, But anyhow, hello. Happy Sunday, friends. Happy Sunday. Or Monday, whatever time it is, whatever day it is for you right now. It is wonderful to have you here, and thank you so much for coming on by to hang out for our weekly slice of good vibes, our weekly slice of chill. Hark, is that a hype train I hear yonder? Coming this way? Perhaps. Twitch seems to think it might be on its way. Oh, but then it's just disappeared. I don't know. It's like the ghostly hype train. Famcam, Keith, my friend, welcome on in. 78 months, 6.5 years. I'll take your word for that. Yes. Happy 6.5 years, Keith. What the heck are we doing? How has it been? 6.5 years. 6.5 years. And yet here we are. And you know what? I wouldn't have spent it any other way. I value all the time we've had together here, y'all. And we'll continue to have. I don't mean to make it sound like this is something like finality of some kind. But yeah, I hope you've all had a good... What the heck, Nicoma? Nicoma, by the way, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Glad you can be here with us tonight. I know you often show up and you're like, okay, well now I have to go to bed. But you're here right from the get-go, and I hope you get to hang out with us for a little bit. Nicoma, thank you for the 300 biddies hype. I appreciate the cheer. I appreciate you getting those biddies out. And hey, look at that. the hype train was in fact nearby. The ghostly hype train was circling, and it just poof, appeared, materialized, even though Twitch said it was no longer on its way. I appreciate it. Thank you for the hype, Nicoma, and thank you also Famcam and everybody who's resubbed here. Thank you very much, very much. Also, shout out to our wonderful moderators. I see a Nicoma in the chat, of course. I see a Famcam ASMR, and I think I saw Gracie earlier as well. I did. Gracie, welcome on in. Wonderful to see you as well. They're out there. Keep an eye on the chat, making sure you guys are behaving yourselves. It's not you I'm worried about. All y'all here, y'all regulars, you are delightful. You're not a problem. But all you out there fixing to make some trouble. That's who the moderators are for. We don't get many troublemakers around here these days. Nicola says, you better behave or I'll cry. But yes. Oh my goodness, it is. It is Catplant in the chat. What is up? How you doing, Catplant? Welcome. It is good to see you. Shout out to, yes, an ASMR legend. I think that's a fair way to put it. Catplant has been doing ASMR for basically since ever. Catplant is OG and a fantastic ASMR creator on YouTube and on Twitch as well. Although I think Catplant mostly just hangs out and does like kind of variety game streaming stuff on Twitch, I think, these days. But all that ASMR goodness, definitely over on our YouTube. Go check it out, friends. Thank you for the shout out for Catplant. And while we're at it, can we get a shout out for our dear Famcam as well? Famcam as well, friends. And since we're on the subject, if someone would be so kind as to share Gracie's YouTube channel as well. Some other amazing ASMR creators in our community here. So many great creators. Today I am playing Clive Barker's Undying. Clive Barker's Undying, which is like, it's a little known horror shooter from way back in 2001. And it's one of my favorite horror games of all time. And it's not particularly relaxing. There's nothing really super relaxing about it, but I find it relaxing because it's nostalgic, and there's just something, I don't know, there's just something sort of cozy about like early 2000s, late 90s, kind of low poly games. Even if they're horror games, there's a certain camp to those sort of like low poly early 3D games that I find really cozy. So, oh, it's not Hexen, but we did play some Heretic on the channel maybe a month and a half ago. That was wild. That was a lot of fun because they re-released Hexen and Heretic recently. I only ever played Heretic. I never played Hexen, but I find, or I've heard, that Hexen is pretty divisive. Some people really love it, some people don't. So, I don't know. I'm bored. You like the Gengar hoodie? Here, tell you what, gang. Why don't we jump into the game really quick? Because actually, I think where we left off last time, we had just finished a big boss fight, and we ended up in this actually kind of cozy place, and it might be cozier vibes than the apocalyptic music on the main menu here. So why don't we load it up? And yeah, we just finished a big boss battle where I'll give you guys a little refresher afterwards, but we're in this really kind of cozy bedroom actually, with the rain outside the window. There's a fireplace over here. Oh yeah, there's also ghosts. It is a little bit haunted, but this is pretty cozy, isn't it? Fire's crackling away. Yeah, let's just hang out here. This is actually pretty cozy. Yeah, Heretic is pretty good. Heretic is pretty good. It's a lot more like a Doom clone. Like, it's a pretty straightforward kind of Doom clone. but with the fantasy trappings, whereas Hexen I think was kind of a different kind of thing. But this, of course, came along a little bit later. It was one of the first Unreal Engine games, actually, and I have a few mods to make it look a little nicer on modern hardware, but it is a pretty nice looking game, all things considered, for its age. Anyway, we're just gonna hang out here and enjoy the cozy, spooky vibes. The big scythe will contribute to the spookiness part of the cozy, spooky vibes. But you know what we haven't done yet, friends? We haven't gone back to the start of chat and handed out some certified first, seconds, and thirds. And y'all know we can't let a stream go by without doing that. I can't tell you what's going to happen if we don't do it. I just know that we don't want to miss it. Them's the rules, okay? Them's the rules. So, let's... Oops, I just realized we... There we go. I alt-tabbed and it activated the alt-fire on our scythe. Yes, the scythe has an alt-fire. And it drains our life away. I didn't want us to accidentally kill ourselves. Certified first in the Twitch chat tonight, friends. Certified first is Pearls. Pearls, congratulations. Pearls says, making some brownies tonight. How'd those brownies turn out, Pearls? Because he said that like 3 hours ago, so presumably they have been made and consumed by now. I bet you they're delicious. Certified second goes to Bruce. Bruce, wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, as always. And certified third goes to Gorog. Gorog, welcome on in. Congrats on rounding out the top 3 tonight. And Whitebeard with the traditional certified fourth. Congratulations, Whitebeard. Reliably certified fourth. Over in the YouTube chat, it's pretty quiet tonight. It's pretty quiet. Hopefully some more folks join us over there. But certified first in the YouTube stream, we have Fire Golza. Welcome, Fire Golza. Yes, tonight I've got a pumpkin ale, one that I've never tried before. It's from R&B Brewing in Vancouver. And it's got a fun, kind of cute little can, so hopefully it's good. What's up, Yakin No No? Certified second, congratulations. And certified third goes to Zyra Angel. Zyra Angel, congrats on certified third. Zyra Angel says, I bust out my big old Gengar as a pillow to match tonight. That sounds very cozy. That sounds very cozy. Congratulations to our first, second, and third chatters tonight. And just a quick reminder, if you're watching the VOD after the fact, I like to yap, like a lot, and I'm probably going to be yapping for at least the next hour. So if you want to get to the gameplay, feel free to jump ahead, skip all of my chatting, all the yapping. If you want to stick around for that, that's great too. But if you want to get to the action, so to speak, feel free to jump ahead. Of course, the action in this case tends to be pretty low-key, pretty broken up. I stop a lot, but don't worry about it. Yeah, I can know the YouTube box seats right now. That is correct. That's correct. Yo, what's up, Trevor? Welcome. How are you? Starting the game already? Well, we're not really starting. I mean, yes, we technically started the game, but we're not really playing the game yet. We're just here for the cozy vibes. The cozy vibes. They're pretty immaculate, though. I love these windows. This fire. Actually, the texturing on the ceiling is quite gorgeous, isn't it? It almost looks like photographs. The wallpaper too is really nice. I do have a mod that increases the resolution of the textures. It's just like an AI upscale. doesn't change them really, it just upscales them. But it's pretty nice, pretty nice. Kaplan says, dude, you always got the best beer. Well, we're really lucky up here to have all these breweries, kind of like you, right? In your neck of the woods, you've got lots of fantastic craft brews down that way. But yeah, I just went to the liquor store and bought one of every one of their pumpkin ales, all the fall beers I could find. By the way, thanks y'all for that hype train. I didn't say thank you, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Y'all get any fun emotes? Let's see what I get. What's my hype chest? The button mash emote. That's very good. That's very good. I'll make use of that. Yeah, we really are spoiled in the Pacific Northwest for just an abundance of good beer. And it's funny right now, our provincial employees are on strike, like the ones who work for the provincial government. Their union is on strike. They're negotiating better wages. They've been on strike for weeks now, weeks and weeks. And so here, the Liquor Distribution Board controls a lot of the liquor that goes out to our liquor stores. And so without the provincial employees, that liquor wasn't getting distributed. However, all of our local breweries deliver direct to the liquor stores. And so we have this situation right now where they're stocked to the gills with local brews, but none of the international or kind of, big breweries are getting their stuff to the stores. But it didn't really matter because we have so many great local microbreweries, brew pubs, all that stuff, craft breweries, that, I don't know, there's still tons of good beer there. Gorok, I heard that. I saw that. So hopefully soon there is a resolution to the strike, and hopefully those striking workers feel that they get a fair deal out of it. I hope so. I hope so. Okay, I'm scrolling back up here. I'm scrolling back up because I missed so much chat. How dare I? Johanna said, you're so early. I did not go to bed. Look at that. This is your signal to go to bed, Johanna. Also, it's great to see you, Johanna. Welcome. Oh, you're up too. I caught y'all out of bed. Starting on time. Sargon says, dang, the one time you start early, I'm late getting here. You weren't late, Sargon. I mean, you weren't top 3, but you're still pretty early there. Nicoma says, got about an hour or so to chill. Nice, nice. I'm doing great, Oturab. I'm doing great, thank you. We had a nice day today. We, Sarah and I went to a nice little coffee shop locally. It was pouring rain today. Absolutely pouring this afternoon, like bucketing. But it's a very cozy coffee shop, got nice big windows. And so we enjoyed some baked treats and coffee there. And then we went and we dropped off a couple of things for some friends. And then we went to a Halloween craft fair, which we've gone to quite a few of lately because Sarah has them all marked on her calendar and makes sure that we get to as many of them as possible. This is probably the last one of the season. And I might have splurged on something. I got myself something. It was my birthday the other day, and so that's how I justified this purchase. Well, I'll show you more of it in a second, but it's a D&D thing, and it's really nice. It's really nice. But I'll show you more of it in just a moment. I'll tease it. You can let me know what you think it is in the chat. Let me know what you think it is. Dawn's Eternal Light, good evening to you. Great to have you here. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Hey, Etch-a-Sketch, what's up? Etch-a-Sketch says, hey, long time no see. It has been a hot minute, eh? I haven't been around and can't stay long. I just thought I'd pop in and say hi from your fellow Guild Wars 2 guild member. Oh man, New Guild Wars 2 expansion dropping this week, eh? Visions of Eternity. You still playing Etch-a-Sketch? Are you looking forward to VOE? And fellow Islander, did you get all the rain today? Etch-a-Sketch. Can't remember where exactly on the island you are. Oh, you just said you haven't played Guild Wars 2 in years yourself. Okay, well, maybe now's the time to go back. Visions of Eternity looks like a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Artractive, hello. Artractive says, hey Nick, I hope you're doing well. I love the Gengar Wednesday so much. I'm sadly still working, so hopefully I'll be able to join the stream a little bit later. I appreciate you dropping in, Artractive. I hope we're still streaming when you're off work, so you can join us and hang out for a little bit. Yes, the Gengar onesie is a lot of fun. It's very warm, but it is a lot of fun. We after we went to this Halloween craft fair, we went to a Spirit Halloween. That's where I got the Gengar onesie at the Spirit Halloween. Ochirub says, I wish I had continually subbed on Twitch over the years. You know what, Ochirub? I just appreciate that you have done so when you can. You support when you can. That means a lot to me. So thank you, Ochirub. I know you've been around much longer than your subscription status would suggest. But that's okay. That's okay. We know. This is really cute. I've got a little little Pokemon charm, little Pokeball charm on the, oh interesting, the game paused. I guess it just does that when it sits idle for too long. I'll get back to it in a second. I was actually surprised at the quality of this onesie. It's not bad. Sometimes you get really cheap stuff, like lots of cheap crap at Spirit Halloween, but this one's pretty good. It's good enough that like I would just wear it as a cozy onesie, not just a like Halloween costume thing. Attractive, congrats on your 5-stream streak. I'm bored. Welcome. Are you still bored? Logotone, aka Yakinono, over in the Twitch chat says I'm just here trying to farm potato points while I main YouTube. You know what? Respectable. I get you. Famcam says Gracie told me you were in a purple onesie and I wasn't gonna miss that. I rarely wear onesies. In fact, I can't remember the last time I wore a onesie. So I was like getting into this thing. It kind of unzips like partway down, and you kind of have to put it on like a pair of pants and then put on the rest of it. And it is quite warm. I am very warm right now. Artractus's random fact is currently 37 degrees in Australia. Oh my god. This onesie probably looks like death to you. Johanna asks, did I play this game last year? Yes, I did, Johanna. And the year before that. And probably the year before that as well. We've been very slowly inching our way through this game. So this year will not be the year we finish it. Maybe next year. We did make some progress this year. Ember, it's good to see you. Ember Birdie in the chat says, hey Nick, that onesie is so cute. Thank you. It is quite cute. It's very soft. And here, I'll have to take my earbuds out to show you, but hopefully you can see. It's got, can you see it? Can you see the little booty tail? Can I wiggle the booty tail? It's got a cute little Gengar tail. Is that adorable? Wiggle the booty tail. It is super cozy. We'll see, like I said, how long I last with it. I might, at some point, need to take it off to be cooler. It's very warm. It's very cozy, but maybe a little too cozy here right now. We'll see. I'll be real with y'all. I'm not wearing pants right now. I was wearing my sweats, and I put this on. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to survive wearing sweatpants underneath this thing. So, Naps, it is wonderful to see you. Naps, I'm so glad you could join us tonight. How have you been, my friend? The one, the only, the legendary Serene Naps in the chat, y'all. How's life treating you, Naps? Naps says, speaking of bed, it's way too late for me to be awake, so I'll wish you a wonderful stream and big love. Oh, Naps, I'm sorry you can't stick around, but I'm glad that you showed up. It was nice of you to pop in and say hi. Have a great sleep, great week, and happy Halloween, Naps. Maybe we'll see you again soon. Maybe. Sargon says it is cold. It is a cold, rainy night here in Washington. Probably similar weather to what we're experiencing here. But I'm working out of a nice warm booth in a parking garage, which is surprisingly cozy. I can see that. Like a nice little enclosed space. I could totally see that. Nakoma says, BRB gonna get my fuzzy Snorlax hoodie. That sounds even more cozy. That sounds extra super duper cozy. Yeah, we really are spoiled with good beer around here. Like I said, I just went to the liquor store and picked up like 6 different local pumpkin ales. I've had a few already. I've saved a couple more for Halloween. Catplant, do you have a favorite seasonal beer? Is there a beer you really enjoy at this time of year? Pumpkin ale or some kind of fall themed beer? We've got, like I said, so many good choices here. Otirub, thank you. Thank you. You're in the fuzzy Snorlax, Nakoma. You are a fuzzy Snorlax. You have embodied the fuzzy Snorlax. You have become the fuzzy Snorlax. Let's get the ambiance going here again. I like the rain and the crackling fire. Let's switch away to, sure, that's a fun weapon. A visually interesting weapon. The Tibetan war cannon. Thank you, Keith. Thank you for the belated birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Beanard, welcome. Looking spiffy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yo, Windshow, congratulations on the streak. And welcome. Welcome, Windshow. Ember says, yeah, full model, Nick. That's adorable. The tail. I know, the tail's just so cute. I haven't tried sitting down with it, though. I feel like it's right in a spot where it'll be a little uncomfortable to sit down on that tail. Just like a lump right under your butt. But we shall see. Over on YouTube, Yakinono said, straight up forgot about Hexen. Honestly, as much as I do enjoy Heretic, I'm looking forward to trying out Hexen one of these times, because I think it's a much more different kind of game. Like, it's not just kind of a Doom clone. It's something a little different, so one of these days I'll try. Maybe we'll try it here on stream. Yakinono also says, have you watched any spooky movies or eaten any pumpkin-themed foods so far? Definitely we've had some pumpkin pie. We made pumpkin pie last weekend, so I enjoyed some of that this week. And I'm trying to think if I've had any pumpkin spice drinks. Not really, because I can't do the really sugary stuff. And so I have not found like a low sugar pumpkin spice flavor syrup yet, so I'm sure they're out there. I've just not really looked. When we make the pies, we make them low sugar. What about you, Yakinono? Any tasty seasonal treats that you've been enjoying? Any pumpkin treats? Oh, and I did have that pumpkin beer last weekend as well. Handsome Dashing Prince Princess says, hi Nick. Hello, handsome dashing princess, welcome. You're a pie person, not a cake person, right? You know what? I am an equal opportunity, delicious baked goods person. I love pies. I love cake. For my birthday, we had a very decadent chocolate cake. There's an amazing bakery here in town that can do cakes like low sugar and also lactose free, which we need because I need the low sugar. Sarah needs the lactose free. But they don't come out tasting like weird or anything. Like, they're fantastic. And it's actually the same bakery we had make our wedding cake. So anyway, they do a very decadent chocolate cake, which is what we enjoyed for my birthday. But yes, I do love pies as well. Handsome dashing princess. Oterub says, I'm planning on going as the dude for Halloween this year. The dude abides. That is fantastic. That is like a great, relatively low effort costume. Super comfortable costume. I love it. That's very good. Oops. I remember I've not seen The Big Lebowski for a very long time. The first time I saw it was probably shortly after it came out, which was what, like the late 90s? I don't know what year was The Big Lebowski. 1998. That sounds right. And I was probably too young to be watching that film. I would have been 10 or so, probably. It depends on when it came out in the year. Yeah, I would have been 10. And my enduring memory of that film was just how many F-bombs they dropped in it and how freaking hilarious that was when I was 10 years old. I watched it at a sleepover with friends, and like, I don't think we understood what was happening or what the movie was about, or even like we didn't appreciate the vibe even, but the fact that it was just non-stop F-bombs was the funniest thing when I was 10. I should go back and watch it again. I'm sure I would appreciate it in a very different light. Amber says, this is the only time I can accept no pants. Good. We've had pants or no pants debates in past on the channel. This time, I think it's warranted. I think it's warranted. Oh, it does. Very good, famcam. Twitch slowly making changes for the better. Yeah, it only took them like, what, 10 years? Oh, dear Rob, enjoy your lurk. Oh, dear Rob, enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your lurk. Deep Fried Deals, welcome on in. Glad you could join us. How you doing? Deep Fried Deals, you enjoy a simple chocolate chip cookie. None of this pie stuff, none of this cake stuff. A simple chocolate chip cookie. I can respect that. I can respect that. Yakanono says, okay, we're talking about pumpkin treats. Pumpkin Kringle from Wisconsin. What is a pumpkin Kringle? I need to know now. Pumpkin Kringle. Pumpkin caramel Kringle. Oh, that looks really good. It's kind of like a pastry thing. Yeah, I could do some of that. That sounds real good. Pumpkin pie, Trader Joe's pumpkin JoJo's. What the frick is that? Pumpkin scone. Oh, I did have a pumpkin scone this season, and it was quite tasty. I tried to make it a weekend thing so I don't over carb load through the fall and winter. Yeah, it's easy to fall into the trap of like, well, it's a seasonal treat. I gotta have it now because it's the time of year. But there are many seasonal treats. Many seasonal treats. It can be hard to pace yourself. You watched some spooky movies too, including The Substance with Demi Moore, which was good but gross. I have not seen that film. What's the 10-second synopsis? your lurk, Otirub. Thank you again. Have a great night and an awesome week, Otirub. An awesome week. And a happy Halloween. Cat Plant says, honestly, it's always something new for me, but I do love this beer I get with a bear logo at Trader Joe's. But Rex would be nice. Okay, Trader Joe's to me is like this magical place. I don't think we have Trader Joe's up here in Canada. Or at least not in my neck of the woods. So I've never been to a Trader Joe's. So I couldn't say what kind of stuff they might have there. Or whether that beer is, I don't know. But I'm sure it's good. But as far as like fall beer recommendations, does anyone have any good fall beer recs for the Portland, Oregon area? Because we don't, like I said, we don't get a ton of that up here. Like we do get some, but not as much as I would like. But I know that there's tons of good options down there. Cam says, butterbeer is a good fall-themed beer recipe. Boil beer in a pot. There will still be alcohol if you serve only shortly after the beer starts boiling. Mix it with vanilla ice cream, butter, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Sounds pretty good. My brother made mulled beer once. Mulled beer with spices and whatnot. And that was good. But I feel like the vanilla ice cream would take it to the next level. The next freaking level. Yakinono, I thought you might have some good Oregon-based beer recs. Yakinono suggests the Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale, Elysian Great Pumpkin, and Southern Tier, which is a more New York area brew. But I know that you had suggested some Oregon brews before. Yakinono. Thank you for those recs. We do sometimes get stuff from Elysian up here. I swear I've seen it, so I should really keep an eye out for that. Trobe asks if I've used the new Sora AI social media app. I have not. That's like all the AI video stuff, right? I have not. Yakinono says if someone likes Trader Joe's KBC Pumpkin, they'll probably like Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale even more. Again, thank you for the Rex, Yakinono. I don't know if we get any Dogfish Head stuff here. I'm not sure. But those should all be easy to find in Oregon. Awesome. Keith, there is a low sugar ice cream, vanilla ice cream that we can get at the grocery store here that I could put in there so I don't accidentally kill myself. Stampman, welcome. Stampman says, hey man, I've never been to one to leave a comment on a YouTube vid or Twitch chat, but I just wanted to extend my appreciation for your content. Thank you, Stampman. Your Steam Deck unboxing vid from like 9 years ago. Steam Deck 9 years ago? Oh, the Steam Link? The Steam Link, yeah, and the Steam controller. You're probably thinking. Because I'm like, the Steam Deck was only came out a couple of years ago. But yes, back in 2016 maybe, I unboxed the Steam Link and the Steam controller. It's helped me fall asleep countless nights. So I just wanted to say thank you. Hey, Stampman, you are so welcome. I'm really glad that it's helped you over the years. And I hope that it continues to do so, whether it's that video or anything else I put out. Thanks for the kind words, Stampman. I appreciate you coming in to share those good vibes. Jamcam says Trader Joe's is indeed a magical place. A magical place. One day I'll get to a Trader Joe's. Look who it is. It's Harp. Restless Harp is here. It's so good to see you, Harp. How are you doing? Welcome, Harp. With the 60-month Subiversary. My goodness. Happy 5 years, Harp. Happy 5 years Subiversary. That is massive. That is huge. It is so good to see you out here, Harp. Harp says, hi Nick, hi chat, just popping in for a few before heading to bed, but I wanted to say hi. I appreciate it, Harp. I appreciate you dropping in. I'm sorry it's so late. I know you can't stick around when it's this late. Maybe one day, I'll get the stream starting earlier again. But for now, I just appreciate you dropping on in, coming on in to say hi. And for that massive sub-anniversary. Well, I can't even speak. Sub-anniversary. Harp, I hope you're doing great. I hope you have a good sleep. And thank you for dropping in. Livy, hey, what a very appropriate emote you have there. It's very appropriate. Yakanono says, dude, my friends and I have been almost puking with laughter using Sora 2 to make our dark jokes come to life. Kind of hypocritical considering the AI doc, but then again, the doc was edited strangely. Interesting. So what is your take then on the Sora app? Aside from it being hilarious, is it implemented in such a way that is not likely to be problematic? Snallygaster, what a name. Snallygaster98. Thank you so much for subscribing with Prime, for using that Prime subby here to support this community and this channel. It means a lot. Snallygaster, I believe this is your first time in the sub club, in our Potato Pals. And so that means I'm going to tap on this potato just for you. Please do enjoy all your potato-based emotes you now have access to, as well as the ad-free viewing and all that good stuff. Welcome to the Spud Buds, Snallygaster, and thank you very much for your kind support. There, look at a perfect example. Some beautiful potato-based emotes over there. We have the popular spinning potato, we have the flaming potato, we have the just potato. There's at least 3 different potatoes. I think we have a couple others. Libby, things are good, thanks. Yeah, I'm doing well. I hope you are too. Yakanono says, I think Sora is very funny. The guardrails are too strict. Again, it is a very resource-intensive loss leader app, and the question of where OpenAI plans to take their corporate global influence is shaky. Totally. I appreciate that for sure. Snallygaster says, hey Nick, first time catching live. I've been a fan for a long time. Your Pokemon Yellow battery replacement vid. A classic. A classic. Your Elder Scrolls 6 speculation vid. We still don't know. We still don't know. Have been mainstays in my nighttime routine. I love it. Snallygaster. I'm really glad that that you've enjoyed that stuff over the years. And I hope it's still helping you all these years later. Oh, Harp, you just discovered the flaming potato. Isn't it good? Isn't it good? Once again, Snallygaster, welcome. Welcome to our wonderful Twitch community. Can we have a warm stream welcome for Snallygaster, please? What's up, Hollow Clips? Good to see you. Good to see you. It looks like I've hit the bottom of chat, which is fantastic, because I promised that I was going to show you what this thing is that I bought for myself. And this is a D&D related item. It's kind of a multifunctional little box. It also makes some really nice tapping sounds. But this is handmade by a local company, a small company, little business. And one of the individuals involved in this business is actually a viewer of these streams, and they were out here in the chat a couple of weeks ago, and I had been at a local toy and game show, and and I had seen their stand there, but I hadn't spent much time at the stand looking at the stuff. So afterwards, this individual came into the chat here and was like, "Yo, I saw you today at this toy and game show." And I was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry I missed you." So today we were at this craft fair, and I saw these guys, and unfortunately the community member was not out there today, not when I was there at least. But the other guy that was behind the desk there at their stand was like, I think you're the guy that my friend was talking about. I don't know how he knew. In fairness, I don't know if this other individual just described me or what. I have no idea. But anyway, he was like, "I'm pretty sure my friend watches your streams." And I was like, "I think so. I'm pretty sure." So anyway, I ended up chatting with this guy. His name was Colby, a really nice dude. And we talked a bunch about D&D and just tabletop role-playing in general. And I ended up picking up this beautiful handmade box. And I wish I could remember what the wood is. He told me it's a tropical wood. It's kind of an exotic tropical wood. It was like black something or other. Started with an L. But I forget. Does anyone know exotic hardwoods? Do we have any wood enthusiasts in the chat here? It's like black something. But it can, have obviously different tones in it. So we've got this beautiful dark tone here. Limba. I think that might have been it. Black Limba. Yeah, totally. A hardwood from West Africa. Totally. Yes. This is absolutely it. Thank you, Snelly Gaster. I'm really glad that somebody was able to get that because I forgot. Anyway. Harp suggested Black Locust. Another good suggestion. I'm pretty sure it was Black Limba though. I'm pretty sure. Well zoned. Now we know. Now we have the answer. So this is a magnetic closure box, which I'm going to try and open here not loudly because it's got some dice in it, as you can probably hear rattling around. It's a pretty firm closure. There we go. So it came with the dice, which is kind of nice. Some nice dice. But just gonna drop them there. So this is one half of the box. Oops. This is the business, the local business. Torden Woodworking. This is not sponsored or anything, by the way, just in case anyone's wondering. I just bought this with my own dollars because I thought it was cool. And I like to support small local businesses doing cool stuff. But you can see on the inside it has a few different foam lined compartments. Down here, this is for your dice. You can put all your dice down here. I have some dice, some nice gemstone dice. So I'm going to put a set of probably the amethyst dice in here. Then here is for, well, really you can put whatever you want anywhere, but this is intended for like a pencil or a pen right there. And then up here is kind of a whatever space, whatever you want to put in there. Same over here. They suggested putting your miniatures. If you have a little tabletop miniature, you can put that in one of these spaces. You can put little tokens or cards or anything like that in these spots. So what I really liked about this Black Limba wood, as we now know it is the it's got kind of a luster or like a sheen to it. Let's see if I can show this effectively. There you go. But you can see it's got this really beautiful bunger. This really lovely bunger. This really beautiful depth to it. It's got this It's hard to show in this light, but this beautiful luster, iridescence almost to it. But they had a lot of different woods. They had some dark ones. They had like a walnut. They had some blonder ones, like maple. But this one was just, it spoke to me. Steel Neko, that was a beautiful bungering. That's a well-topped bunger. But the other cool thing is that the top of the box is a dice rolling tray with this leather embossed surface for you to roll your dice in. And so it's quite multifunctional. It holds your dice, holds your pen or pencil, holds your mini and other stuff, and then you can roll your dice in the top. Like I said, it's got this magnetic closure, and it's handmade, this nice embossed top. So anyway, I splurged a little bit, treated myself, and looking forward to using that at my next in-person D&D session, whenever that may be. The in-person ones are rare these days, but one of these days. Let's get those rainy vibes going again. There we go. Over in YouTube land, Yakinono said OpenAI intends on implementing adult verification for erotic content come December. Of course they would. Of course they would. There's a lot of money there, I'm sure. I don't know if that will include Sora, but Altman has been saying he wants to do that since the Senate hearing. Again, I'm sure that's a massive market. No doubt. Oh, very cool, Yakinono. Yeah, you don't want that research to feel like it, it went to waste, like you didn't get to get out there what you wanted to say. I'm not familiar with Ipwood. Is that how you pronounce it, Yakinono? That's cool. Zone says you might not benefit financially, but you benefit genetically for being so calm and content with its simplicity. Thank you, I think. Arkentia, welcome. Good to see you. You fell asleep last stream. That's good. That's the idea. I'm glad. Yeah, it's good to see you back. It's pronounced Ippy wood. Okay. Thanks, Yakinono. Steel Neko says the circle on front is where you put the bunger. Right up there. That's where the bunger goes. That's where you place your bunger. Thank you, Zone. I appreciate it. I assumed it was intended as a compliment. I got a couple other fun things for my birthday. I'm not going to turn this into nothing but a birthday haul stream, but I thought you guys might appreciate. Evie has a friend now, and his friend is very sleepy. Got a very sleepy Eevee down here to match our sleepy Pikachu over here. I think the sleepy Eevee needs a name. This Eevee is Bartholomew, or Little Bart if you prefer. This Eevee is gonna need a name. So, if any of you have any suggestions, I'd like to hear. I'm glad you like it, Harp. And doesn't it make nice sounds? Isabella asks, do you collect specifically sleepy Pokemon? It wasn't really something I did intentionally. I just sort of started, I guess. Well, okay, this little Pikachu up here, this one, I got in Japan from the Pokemon Center in Ginza. And that one I did intentionally get as a sleepy little guy because I was like, oh, it's going to work with the channel so well. And then my wife got me this one, this guy right here. And then for my birthday, just the other day, my wife also got me this one. So I guess I kind of am collecting sleepy Pokemon now. At Costco, they had more of these. They had a a Bulbasaur, a Squirtle, and a Charmander as well. And I was so tempted to get it, but I'm like, I don't really have room for that many sleepy Pokemon. But I do kind of want to go get them. They were not that expensive. Maybe like $25 each or something. And they're very cute. They're very cute. Thank you for the follow, Hizoki. Hizoki. If I'm pronouncing that right. Pet the new boy. You want me to pet the other Eevee? Oh, okay. Alright, Steel Neko. Absolutely. Let me go get the new Eevee. And pet it. Matrazol, what are we doing? We're gonna be playing. When we eventually get to it. Some of Clive Barker's Undying. This guy right here. One day, when we eventually get to it. He's so sleepy. Or she. It is so sleepy. Oh, this sleepy Totodile. Ace Trainer wannabe. I also got Pokemon Legends ZA for Switch 2 for my birthday. And I totally picked Totodile for my starter. Because back when I first played Pokemon Gold, Totodile was my boy. At least back in the day, I tended to go with the water starters. Squirtle was my first Pokemon ever in Pokemon Blue. Arcantia says, wait, Nick, it was your birthday? It was. It was. Thank you. How young have I become? I shouldn't be bashful about it. I feel like I'm getting so old these days. I've become 38 years young. 38 frickin' years, y'all. I don't think there's any real surprise or secret. I know there's some people here who know exactly how old I am. Or knew before I just said it. But little sleepy Eevee's gonna ASMR you. Sleep Eevee, that's right. That's right. Ah, that's a great name suggestion. Thank you, handsome dashing princess Cornelius. Cornelius. I think that's fantastic. What do you guys think? We've got Bartholomew and Cornelius. I think that's fantastic suggestions. Or that is a fantastic suggestion that I think matches Bartholomew very well. Very well. Thank you also for the birthday wishes, Matrazol. And welcome in, Matrazol. Welcome in. Ace Trainer Wannabe said, also hello, Nick, in chat. I'll be lurking, but I want to say hello and happy belated birthday. Thank you, Ace Trainer Wannabe. That's very kind. Enjoy your lurk. Snallygaster says, I also picked up a sleeping Eevee from Costco. The lady at the register was very amused by it and said, oh, I know this. It's Pikachu. Nice try, lady. Good attempt. A valiant attempt. You did not have the heart to correct her. Yes, definitely Pikachu. The famous bright yellow Pokemon mascot. Oh, you got the Totodile Twitch badge, Steel Neko. I freaking love that. Did I miss it? Was that it? What did you have to do to get it? I love that. That's so good. Bartholomew and Cornelius, indeed, a very good set of names. Thank you, Dawn's Eternal Light. Thank you so much. Yo, hi Jack, what's up? What's up? Welcome on in. Always a pleasure to have you out for the streams. I'm glad you can make it this week. My favorite Pokemon, Isabella. You know, I go back and forth on it a lot, but it might be Mew. In past I've said Mewtwo. It might be Mew. The original Pokemon movie, the first one, made a big impact on me as a youngster. And Mew was just so legendary. Like literally the stuff of legends on the playground when I was a kid. All the rumors about how you could get Mew by like surfing from the SSN and like using strength on the truck on the island and stuff. Wasn't true, but it was a good rumor. What about you, Isabella? Do you have a favorite Pokemon? So when you started with a Piplup, water trainers unite. Yakinono says the last thing I'll say about the doc, which I must admit I have not watched yet, but I do intend to watch. It sounds extremely timely. I'm glad people like it, but it wasn't supposed to be about the extreme cases, but rather about the broader cognitive effects that are subtle and systemic conditions leading to the more extreme cases. And I think that's really important as well, because the extreme cases are very sensationalistic and interesting in their own right, but I think maybe that runs the risk of people being like, oh, well, that's crazy, that's not me, I'm not susceptible to these sorts of things. But I think that there are much more subtle and insidious ways that AI can affect what we think we know. So I totally get what you're saying, Yakinono. The extreme case was an angle or hook to lure readers or viewers into a broader discussion about institutions and what the tech reflects about them and its potential to be a massive info pipeline or misinfo pipeline, right? Yes, 100%. 100%. Well, I appreciate that context, Yakinono. Arkentia, you're turning 21 on Tuesday. Arkentia, can we sing you happy birthday here? It's your birthday in like 2 days. Ah, dang it, still not go. Well, oh. That's my blood glucose alarm. Looks like it's a little low. Well, I'm going to be going to get the beer soon, and when I get the beer, I will grab myself something sugary. Sly Blue Demon, wait, wasn't your birthday today? So many October birthdays. October birthdays. Dawn's Eternal Light says, that brings me back to trying so hard to get Mew in my games when I was a kid. I know, same. Matrazal says my starter was always Charmander. I'm also a super early player. I had Pokemon Blue on Game Boy. Nice. Gen 1ers unite. Pearls has requested a dad joke. Let's do it. Let's do it. Also, Nakoma requested a blood sugar check like an hour ago, which I clearly didn't do, so I'm giving Nakoma back those points. Pearls has requested 2 dad jokes. You betcha, Pearls. Sorry I missed your first one there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Dad jokes. Let's find you some good ones. Some good ones. From dadblog.co.uk. 91 of the best dad jokes you've never heard. I'll be the judge of that. 10 dad jokes for the techie, nerdy, and math dad. Is that me? Well, I'm not a dad, so no, but... Okay, this is pretty dumb. Why was 2019 scared of 2020? Why was 2019 scared of 2020? Aside from the whole COVID thing, you know? Why was 2019 scared of 2020? Any guesses? Because they fought and 2021. Because they fought and 2021. Terrible. Just awful. Why do Java developers wear glasses? Why do Java developers wear glasses? Because they don't C#. Well, a little programming language joke for you there. Because they don't C#. Bad. Okay, let's do one more. Let's get away from the techie ones. Let's... Why did the tomato turn red, y'all? Why did the tomato turn red? Because it saw the salad dressing. Scandalous. Scandalous. Those aren't good jokes, says Zone. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, dear me. Sly Blue Demon, did we ever get permission to sing you some happy birthday? Okay, sounds like the salad dressing one was a winner. And Arkentia, did we ever get permission to sing you some happy birthday? We'll do both separately. Y'all deserve your own happy birthday song. Harp says, happy birthday, all my fellow Octoberites. Harp, when is your birthday again? Or when was your birthday? Remind me. You don't have to tell me exactly, but did it happen recently? As in recently enough that perhaps I could sing you happy birthday. Alright, okay, excellent. Alright, let's sing Arkentia happy birthday. Arkentia is turning 21 on Tuesday, y'all. So, join me, please, in singing happy birthday. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Arkentia. Happy birthday in 2 days to you. And many more. Harp was last week. I'm sorry I missed it. Happy belated birthday, Harp. My goodness, all these October birthdays. You are welcome, Arkentia. I hope you have an excellent birthday. I hope you enjoy it. Sly Blue Demon. Ooh, sorry, that was very loud. Oh, shush. When my blood sugar gets too low, it gets very insistent about this. Tell you what, I am going to go and have something sweet to eat so I don't pass out on stream here. And this alarm isn't shouting at y'all. Sorry. I hope that wasn't too jarring. And when I get back, we'll sing Sly Blue Demon happy birthday and Restless Harp happy birthday. But I should probably do something about that blood sugar. And while I'm off doing that, I'm also going to get tonight's stream beer. In the meantime, y'all do enjoy the vibes in the game, which I'm going to bring back there. So that y'all can enjoy the rain and the fire. And I will be right back. Sorry, I muted slightly too early. BRB. There appears to be a lot of fire in the chat, but also some rain to counteract the fire. Thank you, Trubafet, for your efforts to prevent the chat from burning right the F down. Man, even YouTube's on fire tonight. Arkentia just straight up incinerating the chat. I did grab myself a little, a bit of apple cake. I had some apple cake, which is delicious. I got it when we stopped at the coffee shop earlier today, and I had a little bit then, and I brought the rest home, so I just had a little bit more. So hopefully that helps with the blood sugar situation. It should do. It should do. Oops. Bruce, who has not said another word this whole stream, by the way, just throwing it out there. As soon as I step away, Bruce says, "Burn it all down." I really need to make sure this thing is not making so much noise. I don't know. I turn the volume all the way down on the alarms, and I mute the phone, and yet it still makes a bunch of noise sometimes. So hopefully I can just do that. Hopefully it doesn't make any more noise. Because I did have something to bring that blood sugar up. Matrazol wants to know where I'm from. I'm from Canada, Matrazol, the west coast of Canada. Alright, we have a couple more happy birthdays here, y'all. So let's make sure that we get those properly done. Sly Blue Demon definitely deserves a happy birthday because today was Sly Blue Demon's birthday. Sly Blue Demon, let's do this. I want y'all to join in to wish Sly Blue Demon a very happy birthday today. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sly Blue Demon. Happy birthday to you. And many, many more. I do hope it was a very good one. I hope you got to spend some time doing something you enjoy. Perhaps spending some time with people you love. Maybe you got to eat something tasty. But I hope it was a good one. Happy birthday, Sly Blue Demon. Yo, what's up, Face Beast? It's good to see you. How you doing tonight? Face Beast says, hello, ASMR. Purple Pikachu, chiseled jawline, hairy legs. Nerd. I mean, you're not entirely wrong. My legs are very fuzzy right now. So you know. They're also purple. It's pre-recorded. You know it, always. Face Beast, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well tonight. Zoned, I hope you were doing well as well. We can't be fire, you're right. Always good to see you, Face Beast. Always good to see you. Naga, you are back. You had to do something. Well, welcome back. I'm glad you made it back before the stream was over. We're going for a while more, of course. I like how Bruce was like, burn it all down. Dawn's Eternal Light immediately busts out the burning potatoes. And Harp says, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You showed up just in time to burn chat down, Naga. It was good timing. Handsome Dashing Princess joining in on that. Steel Neko joining in on that. Sargon attempting valiantly to keep the flames at bay. But those Blastoises can only do so much. Only so much. Attractive says fire in the chat and Heatwave IRL. Attractive, are you still at work or have you returned home? Bruce, lighten things up as well. as one would expect. Even Gracie getting in on some of that chat burning action. Thank you again, Tubafet, for attempting to quell the flames. We have one more happy birthday to wish here, friends, and that is to long-time community member, Restless Harp, a good friend of the channel, a good friend of many here, and very deserving of happy birthday wishes. Harp, let's sing some happy birthday. I'm sorry, Harp is is a musician, probably has a good sense of pitch. I cannot promise that this is going to be perfectly in tune. I feel like I have to up my standards for singing Restless Harp happy birthday, but it's going to be what it's going to be. So here we go, all together now. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Restless Harp. Happy birthday to you. And many, many more. Happy birthday, Harp. Belated. It's like a week ago or something you said. A week and a half ago. But I'm glad we got to sing you happy birthday, and nonetheless. Chubafet says, happy birthday, other buddy. Thank you for the kind wishes for Harp. And for everyone here. Some very kind birthday wishes all around. What about Empoleon, my dolphin fin? Also good to see you. Good to see you. Oh wait, was Empoleon brought out in the chat to combat that fire? I don't see Empoleon, but definitely would be a solid option. Thank you also for the happy birthday wishes over in the YouTube chat. Nick about to use some auto-tune. Yeah. Bruce, you're a recording engineer. You have been in a past life. You're a recording engineer. I need you to record that. I need you to just make it sparkle. I just need you to make me sound as good as I possibly can. And then every time I have to sing happy birthday here, or not have to sing, every time I choose to sing happy birthday here, it makes it sound like I have a gun to my head or something like that and have to sing happy birthday. That's not how it is. I just like to sing happy birthday to folks here. But every time that comes up, I can just hit play and then beautiful, professionally produced vocals. I kid, of course. I kid, but I didn't kid about Bruce being a recording engineer previously. You were a recording engineer. I'm not wrong about that, right, Bruce? Not a mixer or producer or something like that. Or a mastering engineer. I'm pretty sure you were a recording engineer. But yes, happy birthday to all the awesome folks deserving of happy birthdays here. Bruce says, Nick, I was over here getting you a nice little screenshots folder together. Oh, thank you. I do look forward to seeing your project. I don't think I've seen or heard much about it at all from you. So it'll be awesome to see what you've been working on. You just heard me disappear to go get the beer, and you knew that was your cue. You knew it was your cue. Put out the call. The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid, burning down the chat. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Harp. I hope it was satisfactory. I hope it was up to your expectations. Bolos, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I can notice this mastering is so freaking difficult. You get ear fatigue. I believe it. I believe it. The very, very primitive work that I do to edit my own ASMR content, the videos and whatnot. I'm sure I cannot appreciate what, you know, a true recording engineer, mastering engineer, mixing engineer goes through to produce real, you know, actual, you know, music and recordings. Thorak, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. It's nice to have you here. Allow me to unpause the game here so you can enjoy the ambiance once again. Thorek329, long time community member, says, "Happy spooky stream, everyone. Looks like Nick skinned a Gengar." That is pretty metal, TBH. Actually, though, that's what I said at the beginning of the chat, so the beginning of the stream, indeed. I did go out there and hunt myself a Gengar, ripped its skin from its poke flesh, and turned it into a suit. Sorry, y'all, that's just the truth. That's the cold hard truth of how these are made. But yeah, that is pretty metal. I hope you're doing well, Thorek. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. She caused a lot of ruckus. Good to see you. Welcome. I hope I didn't scar you with that description of how I obtained this onesie. I am glad that you've made it to the stream. She caused a lot of ruckus. It's great to have you here. Welcome on in. And Bruce says, yeah, Nick, I was a recording and mixing engineer for about 15 years. Okay, I knew the recording part. I wasn't sure if it was recording and mixing. That's tough work. That takes a heck of an ear. It's kind of, as far as I'm concerned, and again, layman's understanding, but to me, it seems like black magic. Recording and mixing. Did some mastering as well. I tuned many a vocal for some popular artists. I'll put an 80-piece orchestra behind you, bro. I could only imagine. Could you? I just hit play, and then just like this orchestra just swells. Happy birthday to you. the full thing becomes a whole number, whole song and dance. That's very cool, though, Bruce. Probably a pretty neat career, although, as I believe you have said, a very demanding one. Alright, gang. At least I'm not ghastly. You're right. You're right. That would be awkward all around. Awkward all around. Just coming out here. Ghastly. Ghastly. It's beer time, gang. We are an hour and a half into the stream. Definitely time to crack open tonight's brew. Let's get some big Nick energy going on here so y'all can see what I got. Tonight, we've got a seasonal brew. A Halloween-themed pumpkin beer. A porch ornament pumpkin ale from R&B Brewing. R&B is based in East Vancouver, and I've had a couple of their brews before, but never this. This is the first time trying the porch ornament pumpkin ale. As you can see, 6% ABV. Presumably, it is brewed with some pumpkin. Beyond that, I have no idea what to expect. I don't know if it's spiced like a pumpkin pie, or if they're going for something else. I really don't know. Carefully handcrafted in small batches from our East Van microbrewery at R&B Brewing. Store cold, drink fresh. Original since 1997. Let's see. It just says here contains barley and oats. So the oats are going to give it a smooth mouthfeel. Make some of that sort of thicken it up a little bit. So perhaps have a nice creamy ale. We'll just have to see. But it doesn't say anything about spices. Sometimes these are brewed with cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, you know, to give it that pumpkin pie vibe. But I don't know about this, so we shall have to see. We shall have to see. Sly Blue Demon says, not a big beer guy. Really like wine, mead, and hard liquor. Tried a stout recently, and it's the best beer I've tried. So it sounds like you enjoy dark, roasty beers, toasty beers, probably low on hops. Perhaps the bitterness of hops is not something for you. Unless it was like a really hoppy stout. You could have that, but typically stouts tend to be thick, heavy, smooth, and very dark. Yakanono says in Germany they have purity laws where lagers have to be brewed with barley and just barley. Yeah, I mean, if you want to call it, I guess, a lager perhaps. I don't quite know what the purity laws apply to. I don't think they're like legal laws necessarily. I think it's more like historically there were rules about what you could and couldn't put into beer. I don't think that's enforced today. I could be wrong. Maybe to have a certain designation for beer in Germany, perhaps it does need to still meet those requirements. I'm not sure. But, of course, around the world these days, it's pretty much free reign for how people want to experiment with beer. And so it'll be interesting to see what this guy's like. So let's crack it open here. Got a nice fizz. And let's adjust the mics to make sure we get the crispest pour possible. All right. That's right, of course. They've got the wheat beers. All kinds of beer, I'm sure. They've got the Gose beers, right? All right, let's pour this out. That is a nice foamy pour. Attractive says, I'm kind of here. Or I'm here, but kind of lurking. Thought I'd also say happy birthday for the other day. Thank you, Attractive. It was a very nice day. Spent time with family. I was spoiled a little bit. Had a nice dinner. It was really nice. Yakanono says they are regulations similar to how, like, I don't know that type of cheese, but certain types of cheese have to be from a specific region. That's kind of what I figured. There's lots of stuff like that, like champagne. Friends, it does smell spiced. It pours this kind of deep copper smells really nice, actually. A little bit of cinnamon for sure. A little bit of nutmeg for sure. Let's try it out. Happy Halloween, friends. I know we're a little early, not till Friday, but I'm not sure I'm going to get to stream again before Friday, so we're going to say Happy Halloween here and now. Cheers, my friends. Best of the spooky season to you. That's nice. It's a little darker. It's a little toastier. It's quite malty. It's nicely balanced, though. It's on the sweeter side for sure, but it's not cloying. That's very nice. I think I like that better than the pumpkin ale we had last stream, which wasn't bad either. But I think this is a better. I don't know. It just feels more cohesive. That's nicely done. I like it. It's not too overspiced or anything, you know, like it's there, but it's not, like it feels well congealed, if that makes sense. Like it, I don't know, I can't describe it better than that, but the flavors are in harmony. So, good stuff. Well done, R&B Brewing. Porch Ornament. A nice pumpkin ale. Yeah, it is balanced, I would say, but it's also cohesive, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Bunny Rainey says, I'm drinking boiled water. Well, at least you know that water is going to be sanitary, probably, or at least free of biological contaminants. So there's that. Is there any particular reason why it's boiled? Okay, let's go back here. And let's readjust. Oops. Sorry. Readjust these mics. Sargon says, this discussion makes me think of the orchestra that pranks their conductor by stopping mid-concert to play Happy Birthday for him. That's quite sweet. That's very sweet. Attractive, I did get my new Pokemon game. Yes, I was very kindly gifted for my birthday Pokemon Legends ZA, and I have in fact started it, but not got very far. I've not had a lot of time to play yet. Pardon me. Bolos, you gonna go trick-or-treating? You know, as long as you're not stealing candy from kids, I say go for it. Fishy the Fish, good to see you. Welcome. Do you, Bolos? You all boil your tap water? Huh. I think maybe I'm just, I'm not used to that, or I'm more cavalier about water because we have extremely high quality water in this part of the world, but I know it's not so everywhere. All right, enjoy your lurk, harp, and enjoy your rest. Have a great sleep, have a great week, and hopefully we see you again soon. Take care. All right. All right, gang. Let's get to this game. We're only casual hour and 45 minutes into this stream. So, Clive Barker's Undying, y'all. We're finally gonna play some of it. For those who were here last time, you might recall that we finished a boss fight last time. We fought Aaron, who is one of the Covenant siblings, who are cursed siblings. This is their family manor, and we came here at the behest of one of the Covenant siblings, who happens to be a friend of our characters, and he basically was very sickly. His name was Jeremiah Covenant, and he said, Patrick, that's our character, he said, Patrick, I sent for you because I'm dying, And my siblings have all died, but they're not really dead. They have returned in a cursed form, and they're haunting this manor. They're haunting the estate. And over the course of the game, we've kind of found out why that might be. Turns out that the father of the Covenant siblings was a scholar of the occult. And at some point in their youth, these kiddos read from a book that they shouldn't have read from, and they did a ritual that they shouldn't have done, and they cursed the family. That's what we've been able to figure out. And so we've been killing off the siblings, the undead siblings, one by one. Yes, it's a little on the nose, isn't it, Bruce? But we've been dealing with these cursed siblings one by one. First, we fought Elizabeth, who was some kind of like vampire beast lady, and then we just fought Ambrose, who was just like a big dude, like a muscular monster, kind of. But there's more going on. There's kind of subplots and things going on around the estate here and relating to the relationships between these siblings. And when we started the stream today, we hopped on in here, and you might have seen when we came over here, there was a ghost. That was the ghost of Aaron, who was another one of the siblings. He's been haunting us all the way through. So we don't quite know what his deal is yet, but I think he's going to be the next sibling we hunt down. He was an artist in life. Our character Patrick is a occult investigator, so he is well suited to these kinds of things. Jeremiah Covenant, the last living Covenant sibling, the one who called us here to help. Just before we fought Ambrose, the boss we just fought, Ambrose murdered Jeremiah. So Jeremiah beheaded, very dead. Very dead. So, and then at the end of the fight with Ambrose, we came face to face with a howler, which is kind of like a dog-like demon creature. And previously, the howlers had been attacking us. We had to fight a bunch of them. This one, it looked like it was interested in us, and then the scene cut to black, and then we woke up in this bed. So I'm not sure if that howler is actually on our side now. I'm not quite sure how we ended up in this bed after that boss fight. It's not explained. So we do have, however, a couple of journal entries that we can read here, which might cast some light on recent goings-on. So this journal entry is from the death of our friend Jeremiah, who called us here. Jeremiah is gone. My friend. He saved my life, and I could not save his. So they were, this is set in the 1920s, and Jeremiah and our character Patrick were friends from the war, World War I. So that's why it says Jeremiah saved his life. I returned from the Pirate's Cove and found him awaiting me in the Great Hall. We spoke briefly, but I cannot recall what was said. The last words we shared, stolen like a dream. Also, worth noting, we are in Ireland, rural Ireland, and our character, Patrick Galloway, has the most awful, hackneyed Irish accent. I agree, are attractive. M. It's very poignant, very insightful. Clarvis, thank you for the beard combing request. Jeremiah's outcast of a brother, Ambrose, dropped from the rafters and took Jeremiah hostage. Ambrose demanded my Gelzabar stone in exchange for his brother. So the Gelzabar stone is a magical rock that we have that amplifies our magic. We found it during the war. Yo, Lav, Lilac Moon and friends, come on in. Thank you so much for the raid. It is great to see ya. Lav, I don't know if this is related or if it's just pure coincidence, but we were talking about you just at the end of our last stream, last weekend. Someone was asking, hey, who's that? Who's that really nice guy who plays lots of instruments and has super chill streams? And I was like, oh, you mean Lilac Moon. Yeah. And here you are. And here you are. I'm trying to remember who it was. Who it was that was asking about you. I don't know if they're here right now. But thank you so much for the raid, y'all. Come on in, please. Make yourselves comfy. Make yourselves at home. Leia, good to see you. Lex the Wolfie, thank you so much for the follow. And welcome. Welcome to the stream. And Lev, thank you for the follow as well. I really appreciate it. If it's your first time here, y'all, welcome on in. My name's Nick. I'm the ASMR nerd. We do nerdy stuff and ASMR stuff around here. Oftentimes, we're just yapping, but occasionally, I do actually get around to playing some video games. Tonight we were playing Clive Barker's Undying, a horror classic from 2001. I have played this around Halloween for the last couple of years now. We're slowly making progress through the game, but it's very slow. Alright, Lav, thank you so much again for coming on in here. I appreciate you bringing your community on over. Y'all, please make sure you follow Lav Lilac Moon. Like, one of the nicest dudes you'll ever meet here on the whole wide internet. Also a talented musician and a super chill place to hang out. Some fantastic ASMR vibes and an excellent community. So let's make sure we get that shout out. Lav Lilac Moon. Please go hit that follow. Go support an awesome ASMR artist on this platform and enjoy some good vibes. Have a great night, Lav. Thank you again for coming on by, and we'll see you next time. How's it going, Cray? Welcome on in. Okay. So we're just catching up on some of the lore in the game here with these journal entries. Empress demanded my Galsabar stone in exchange for his brother, but I should have known. He smiled as I tossed the stone, the look in his eye remorseless. His axe glided through Jeremiah's neck without breaking pace. Jeremiah's mouth was still struggling to form words, though severed from his writhing body. Very relaxing. I was frozen at the realization that his eyes could still spill tears. Then Ambrose changed. The combination of my stone and his axe must have some mystical power, as it allowed him to distort into a monstrous version of himself. He grew twice in size, twice in strength. We fought, and had I not been blinded by rage, Ambrose would have certainly disposed of me most quickly. My rage was his fate, however, and I took momentary solace at ending his life in the same fashion as Jeremiah. Physically shaking, I was struck by a beast and knocked cold. When I awoke, the solace I had felt was replaced by loss, by my failure. But we're still not quite clear. It doesn't really explain why that beast knocked us out cold, and then why we awoke in this bed safe. Yes, definitely ASMR worthy game reading. 100%. Another journal entry says, something tells me Kissinger has something to do with this. So there's kind of a long backstory, but Otto Kissinger is an old rival of Patrick Galloway's, also into the occult. There's something with his wife there. I don't quite know what the story is. Anyway, he's a rival, and he's like magic. I must find my way back to Oneros, which is like another dimension that seems to be where this guy, Otto Kissinger, hangs out. I don't know. I noticed odd purple clouds hovering around the strange tower connected to the house after returning from Oneros. I need to find my way to that tower and discover what mysteries it holds. Now that Jeremiah is gone, perhaps I'll get some answers from Kissinger. Yeah, I don't really remember exactly what the relationship between those two guys is, but anyway, I guess we're going to go find this rival of Patrick's. Oh yeah, Fishy the Fish, you know it. You know it. That's how we roll around here. Dweeb Main, thank you. It's very cozy. It's a very cozy onesie, I have to admit. Alright. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do here. See what we can find. Oh, what's up, bruh?
It's sad about Jeremiah. I'm sure he would have wished to see this mystery solved. He was always trying to unravel the family problem, even when deathly sick. Perhaps you can find some clues among the items in his room.
Okay, so we're still trying to unravel this family mystery, I guess. And so we're gonna go examine Jeremiah's room. Also, I love how casual that dude is. He's like, the last member of the Covenant family was just violently murdered by a monster. They used to be Jeremiah's brother. And this like butler is just like, terrible shame. Terrible shame. Is that a dragon head bracelet? No, although I can see why you'd think so. It's a scythe. Oh, wait, you're talking about this thing. This is dragon head, but it's not a bracelet. It's a gun. It's the Tibetan war cannon. It fires balls of ice. Balls of ice. But this is a scythe. There are definitely some fun weapons in this game. So I will warn you, just for those who are the uninitiated here, this game is an action game. It is a shooter. I'm going to be shooting stuff. There's going to be some violence. It's going to be a little frantic. It's not exactly an ASMR game, not what you traditionally consider an ASMR game, but it's very nostalgic to me, and it's one of my favorite spooky games, so I like to play it at this time of year. Hopefully there's not too many jump scares or anything that's going to be upsetting. Do let me know if it's a little too intense or if the volume is a little too high, and then we will adjust accordingly. Being as old as it is, almost 25 years old now, the corniness of it kind of shines through due to its age. This guy just cleaning up stuff here. What you doing, bro? What is he doing? Alright. Could be worse. That's right, Leia. Could be worse. A little cozy scythe, you know.
Need a key.
Bethany is one of the other siblings. We'll deal with Bethany all in good time.
Stop.
Somebody's closed doors. Stuck. Jammed. Won't budge. Where the heck is Jeremiah's room?
Locked.
We'll just keep going till we find his room. Oh. What is happening here? Oh, what the frick is that? Oh my god. What is that? What is that? Gross. I don't like that thing at all. Yikes.
Locked.
Okay. Well, I guess Aaron sent that after us, because he kind of appeared in the hallway there, and then suddenly that thing came after us. Oh, not another one. You gotta be kidding me. Wow, these guys are Ow. These things are disgusting. They also don't die very easily. That looked like the beast from the song One-Eyed One or Flying Purple People Eater. Yeah, definitely a flying purple people eater. We're people and it tried to eat us. Okay, maybe we need a different weapon here. Also, did I hear we can scry, which lets us see the past? Oops, that's not scry, that's haste, my bad. But I thought I heard a whisper suggest that we should scry. But no, I don't see anything. Anything of the past. Okay, maybe we need our trusty double barrel, our trusty shoddy. Probably good for those dudes. I'm betting. Let's use a little more health. Also, let's get haste going on. It'll help us fight those guys. Okay. Yo, what's up, Derpalord? Derpalord says, hey there. Been lurking since like 2016, 2017. No way. Never tuned into the stream or chatted before. Just one question. Is that a holy water gun? Yo, first of all, thank you for your first comment, Derpalord, and thank you for hanging around on the channel for all these years. Nice to finally hear from you. Let's see. Let's go through our weapons here, since we have some questions about them. Leia also asks, what is that green thing that was in your hand? So this is the Galzabar stone. It amplifies our spells, so it's kind of like a spell casting focus. If we have it out, our spells are more powerful. But also it has a shockwave, like so. It'll blast enemies away. Then we've got our trusty pistol, just straightforward. It comes with standard bullets and silver bullets. We've got a Molotov cocktail, pretty self-explanatory. We've got our double-barrel shotgun, which has incendiary cartridges, lights things on fire. We have the Tibetan war cannon, which is a dragon with a bit of a personality of its own, and it fires ice balls of ice. Then we have the Scythe of the Celt, which is this terrifying scythe, which has a thirst for blood, and it has a mode where if you kill stuff with it, it will drain the life from it and give us back health. Yo, what's up, Blicky Boat? What's up, Blicky Boat? Welcome. Yes, true, our pistol is pretty baller. It's got a nice design on it. Alright. Honestly, the scythe is like our best weapon by far. But of course it's melee only, so you have to get up close. Get up close. Alright. Let's roll. Okay. Now I think we need to go to Jeremiah's room, which actually I think is back this way. Yeah, this game has some pretty fun weapons, for sure. We also have some fun spells. Like Haste, which lets us go fast. Scry, which lets us see the past. Shielding. Dispel, which is for dispelling magical barriers and effects. Ectoplasm, which lets us fire off ectoplasm. I can't remember what this is called, but it shoots skulls. It's a very fun spell. It's a very fun spell. Watch. Pull a skull out of the ground. That's very good. Hey, thank you, Eyelash, and welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the costume, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Cheers, Eyelash. How's it going, Dipstick? That wasn't directed at you, Eyelash. There's someone named Dipstick in the YouTube chat. Leah says, I thought the door we just went through was Jeremiah's room. Apparently not. I think it's over here. I think it's this way. I mean, I wasn't going to say it, Eyelash, but... Darpa Lord says, the dragon thingy is what I meant under Holy Water Gun. The resource at 160 looks like a vial, and since the enemies seem to be demons, I kind of connected the dots and assumed it was holy water. You know what? It's actually not a bad assumption. This game totally would be the kind of game to have a holy water gun, but it does not that I'm aware of. The resource on the right is our mana for spellcasting.
Stop.
Okay, this is Jeremiah's room here. So we're looking for something in here. Something. Seems to me that maybe scrying would be a good thing to do. Alright, well, he had a lot of ammo. That's fair. Didn't help him, but... what's this? A key on the mantle. That's a big-ass key. Study key. Okay, alright.
Why did you leave me? You knew what was going on. This is all your fault.
What's that bonk
You
for?
invited him. You who know so little of the real world, the sights I have partaken. Oh, how naive we all were so long ago.
Stop, stop! This is not what I wanted.
This life you cling to is a thread that draws you back into the chaos. You're unraveling, brother, and you don't even know it. The king is more my brother than you have ever been, Jeremiah.
I didn't know.
Where's Bethany? Where's that darling whore sister of mine?
Whoa.
I'll make sure she gets what's coming to her.
Excuse
Why
me.
Bethany? What did she do?
Perhaps the rats should feast on you as well. You can never get used to it. The gnawing, the tittering. I was still alive, you know. I couldn't scream, but I could most certainly feel.
Okay. So we just had a vision of the past there. And it was an exchange between Aaron, who is one of the Covenant brothers, and Jeremiah. And they were talking about how, well, a bunch of things, but chiefly they were talking about how Aaron was upset at Jeremiah for what they did as kids, which was this ritual where they accidentally summoned this curse, and there's the undead king, who Aaron referenced, and then also Aaron referenced the fact that he was eaten to death by rats. So there's that. Then Bethany is their sister. She has something else going on, clearly. You get called words weekly. It's your fault for behaving this way. You know, at least you own it. Hi, Ilk. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Glad you could drop in for at least a little bit. Leia, that's very, very wholesome. This is much kinder than what I said, but I feel like, you know, Eyelash kind of gives me guff so I can give it back, you know. Leia, it's not my birthday today, but it was my birthday a couple days ago. So thank you. Thank you very much. Derpa Lord says, unfortunately, I have to go for now. It's 8:15 a.m. here in Estonia. Oh, morning time. And I have to get ready for work. Thank you for the years of ASMR, though. Always my pleasure, Derpa Lord. Thank you so much for coming on out. Hope we get to see you at another stream. Maybe you can start your day with this stream next week as well. You have a good one. Have a great week. And we'll see you another time, hopefully. Blicky Boat says, hey man, crazy. I've been watching you since high school. 24 now. Just got off my shift and still enjoying your stuff. I love it. I love to hear it. I appreciate it, Blicky Boat. Thank you for watching it all these years, for being part of this community for so long, and for hanging out with us here tonight. Thank you, Dipstick. Thank you. How did I find out about this game? I'm not 100% sure. I feel like maybe I read about it in a PC Gamer magazine way back in the day. Or maybe I just found it at like EB Games, which is the Canadian equivalent of GameStop. I honestly don't remember, but I remember I played it probably around 2004-ish. Okay, we just picked up a journal entry there. Here's a health pack. That's useful. Look at this game. 2001, and we got mirrors, eh? Okay, so yeah, we might have found some stuff out there. Let's take a look at these journal entries. One for Jeremiah's room. What madness is this? Scrying inside Jeremiah's room, I overheard a past conversation with Aaron ranting at my poor friend. The lunatic is furious at Jeremiah for something incomprehensible. He spoke of a king being more of a brother than he ever had, and demanded to know where Bethany is. What revenge is Aaron looking for against his own sister? Yeah, it's a complicated family situation, as turns out. Yeah, this game's from 2001 originally, Leia, and I must admit I do have some graphical mods to make it look a bit nicer on modern systems, but not dramatically different from how it originally looked. It was one of the very first Unreal Engine games. So we just picked up this journal entry from beside Jeremiah's bed there. It says here, this may be the last record of a once great family. For 9 generations the Covenants have occupied these grounds. Yet I sense that we have never been alone. In the past months I have witnessed the deaths of my siblings and the horrors of their resurrections. It is worse than I ever could have imagined. The Covenant name has been tainted by my siblings, yet I fear it is my doing. As a youth, I yielded to temptation and brought them to the Standing Stones. I had thought Father's books on the occult were harmless entertainment, tricks for my imagination. Whatever we unleashed on that day has been with us since. And as my sickness grows, my strength cedes. To cure these cursed grounds, I will need help. I must find Patrick Galloway. That's us. Patrick is a man capable of the extraordinary. I have not spoken to Patrick in some time. His last letter mentioned that in his travels he had discovered some good uses for magic and the occult. I find this ironic, considering Patrick's pedantic tendencies. But perhaps his newly formed talents will serve him well when he arrives here at the manor. I feel I must be honest with him when he arrives. The tasks ahead of us are daunting. I am unsure that even Patrick, with his uncanny skill, can survive. Signed, Jeremiah. Neat. I appreciate your faith in us, Jeremiah. Yes, this is in fact the stuck, jammed game. Stuck, won't budge. Yes, as Ilk says. Indeed. Oh, thank you, Ilk. Got some pretty corny accents going on, but I try. Leia says, and that, kids, is why we don't mess with the occult. Exactly. So quote 132. That's very good. That's very good. Okay. Our current objective is to search the study. Alright, let's get rolling. I don't remember where the study is, though.
Stuck.
Stuck.
Jammed.
Jammed. Do we think Patrick has a perfectly chiseled ass, you guys? Is that what that quote was about? Oh no, not more of these guys. Shoot. Ugh. I don't like these guys at all. Yeah. They're kind of scary. He's kind of floating there. Okay, let's put the haste spell back on. Because we're going to make good use of that. Whose ass are you going to miss for eternity? I don't remember what quote 132 is about. I don't remember whose perfectly chiseled ass we're going to miss. So I guess I didn't miss it that much. Because I don't remember. Who could it have been? Lost to time. Quote 132, that would have been a long time ago. That would have been probably like 7 years ago, maybe. 6 or 7. So, yeah. Who can say? Who can say? Ah, there we go. The study key. I guess we could fire skulls at bad guys. Might be kind of fun. I love a good mansion game, you know. There's something about games set in big, sprawling mansions. Oh, another key. The Widow's Watch key. Oh, and a journal entry. Oh, some ether traps. Okay, can be handy. Okay, let's read that journal entry. Joseph spell? Is that what it says? Oh, right. Joseph was the father of the Covenant siblings. They went into the occult, I believe. I've prepared the ritual. I don't think I can go through with this. I know this spell could be a powerful means for me to protect this family, but the risk may be too great. Perhaps I don't truly believe in the power of the black art. It is possible for these unnatural incantations to protect us, or is it possible for these unnatural incantations to protect us from the unassailable power of nature's raw energy? If the times were not so desperate, I could change my mind. My fear that the ritual may be discovered by the children seems unfounded. Oh yeah? Well, guess what? It was discovered by the children. The ascent to Widow's Watch is dangerous and unlikely to be discovered, yet I must attempt it once again, if only to see whether my naive tinkering with the tower has had any further ill effect. I am sure that it was my wanton interference that attracted the attention of these malevolent spirits. I believe these magical devices called ether traps should protect me, if only I can trick the spectres into them. The more I explore the realms of magic, the more I have come to fear it. May our souls be protected. Joseph Covenant. I know, this is a nice room, isn't it, Leia? It's freaking gorgeous. Oh, shoot.
My patience is gone. If you will not leave, you will join us in our doom.
We gotta fight this dude now, or what? Oh, wow, yes, we gotta fight this dude now. Where'd he go? Bro. I guess he looks like that because he got eaten by rats, right? Shoot. Dude keeps teleporting around. Also, it would seem that he can just go straight through stuff, you know? Is that it? Is he gone? Oh, shoot. Jeez. Frick. That was quite the jump scare. I was like, maybe he's gone. Okay, that is definitely not stopping him. Or not even hitting him, I don't think. Maybe we should try those ether traps we just got. Let's try a different spell. This is Dispel. Do you think that would work? We should also... Oh, shoot. Don't know that helped. Yikes. Try the haste. See if that works. I'm not quite sure how to deploy the ether traps, I'm gonna be honest. Ugh. Nope. Alright, new plan. Double barrel shotgun. Is he gone? Nope. Bro. Okay, maybe we just need to leave this room, I don't know. Health pack in the bathroom. Bro appeared in the bathroom behind us. Let's just go. I'm not even sure that we can kill him right now. Okay, where are we going again? Widow's Watch. Where is that? Maybe that's over here.
Stop.
Nope. Like how he just left us alone. Oh, this looks like probably the right way to go. Okay, well, you know, could have been worse. Could have been worse. Freddy, what's up? Freddy 9127 says, good morning, Nick. Big love from the UK. Hey, thank you, Freddy. Thanks for tuning in from the UK. Just on my way to work, wanted to say thank you, as your ASMR is a huge tool to help calm my anxiety, and I really appreciate you. That's very kind. Thank you, Freddy, for the kind words, and I'm glad that it's something that helps you. Also, my best friend met a girl in Toronto, and she's now moved here and lives in the UK. Canada and UK unite. Like this. Like this. Tight like this. Freddie, thank you for the kind words. And thank you for dropping in here. I hope you have a great day, a great week. I hope you continue to enjoy the stuff I put out there. And it continues to help you. And I hope we get to see you back here sometime. Icky Wiki, welcome. Welcome. What is this clip you have shared? Eyelash. Oh, not another one of these guys. I hate these things. Frick. Frick. Brick. Aaron's room. Man, he's got a nice door. I mean, creepy, but... Oh, frick. What the frick, bro? What the frick, bro? Bro, not cool. Dude, oh, that's real pretty. Kingfisher. Dude's just effing with us now. Oh man. Another one of these dudes. Nice. Nice. Super relaxing. Super chill vibes. So ASMR. I feel like our scythe, I don't know if it's the right weapon here, but the problem, like the Tibetan war cannon is cool, but it's not very powerful. You gotta shoot stuff a lot with it. Oh yeah, it's freaking, jeez Louise. What is going on here? Okay, well actually that didn't take that many shots. Maybe we should be using the war cannon. Man, they're really ramping up the jump scares, huh? That dude came out of the mirror. Right.
Won't budge.
Alright, we've been back here previously, I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I always check in here, I'm like, is there a secret in here maybe? One day I'm just gonna walk straight into the fire though and burn myself to death. Okay, we can go that way. Health pack, huh? Seems like a trap.
Need a key.
A workroom key. Okay, alright. Okay, alright.
Won't budge.
So many locked doors.
Jammed.
Jammed. What do you think's back here? This seems like a trap. Definitely. Oh, frick. What was that? I'm not quite sure what happened there. Something got yoked at me. Ilk, I appreciate you stopping by for a little bit. I hope you have a good rest, a good night, and an excellent week. And we will see you next time. Sleep well, Ilk. Good night, good night. Okay, alright. So we know this actually works pretty well on these dudes. It seems to slow them and hurt them. Nice, 4 shots is all it takes. Alright, the Tibet War Cannon, very good for the flying brains.
Stop.
Keep that in mind. Oh, what? Ow! That book just got thrown the frick at me. Super rude. I blame the ghost guy.
Jammed. Stop. Jammed.
Stuck, jammed, stuck, jammed. Jammed, stuck. Okay. Oh look, another one of these dudes. Circle strafe. Nice. Oh really? Did I just hurt myself with that? That's embarrassing. I'm pretty sure I just it just told me to scry. Maybe. The picture gets spooky? I guess it did. It's like hellfire in the background. Oh yeah, it starts off fine and then whoops, gets spooky.
Jammed.
Nope, not that way. Oh yeah, this light fixture almost... What the frick was that noise? Did you guys hear that? Maybe it's through that door.
Stock.
Okay. Alright. Okay, Widow's watch key. Oh, what the frick is that? Where'd it go? You guys saw that, right? I didn't just imagine that, right? Oh. It's these plants. Ow. Oh, Lord. What the frick, bro? Oh, what? No thank you. No thank you. I seem to remember that those plants are quite susceptible to incendiary ammunition. So let's, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that seems to do it. I think we're good. Holy smokes. this is such a trap hallway. I was so sure someone was gonna jump out at us as we left. Alright, okay. This game's getting real spooky, y'all. Oh, hey, remind me, before we end the stream, I got one more thing. One more thing that I want to do with you guys. For my birthday, I got a couple of these Monster Mystery pins. D&D Monster Mystery pins. I think I showed them to you before. We opened up one on the stream previously. There's these gorgeous enamel pins. D&D pins. And it's like a blind box type thing, so there's a bunch of them that you can get. And there's one in here, but I haven't opened this one yet. So I thought it would be fun to do together. Yeah, we can do it, Leia. Why don't we do that now? It's a good idea, before I forget. Very astute of you. Let's double save there. Let's get the big Nick energy going on here. Goodness me. And let's check out this here Monster Mystery Pen. This here Monster Mystery Pen. Let's see what we've got in here. Derpalord says, I seem to remember that these plants are susceptible to incendiary. Are you sure that isn't just Pokemon type effectiveness logic creeping in? It could be. It could be. But it worked, didn't it? Alright. Oh, we have some very dramatic music in the background for this blind box opening. Okay, so it can be... They've basically got monster designs through the ages here, right? Starting with the OG art, and then going all the way through to like modern art. And we've got 4 different monsters. We've got the Beholder, we've got the Owlbear, we've got the Mimic, we've got the Dragon. And then there's also these sterling silver chase pins, which are super rare. So what do you guys think we're gonna get? Taking bets. Are we gonna get a Beholder? Gonna get an Owlbear, a Mimic, or a Dragon? Attractive thinks we're gonna get a chase pin. That'd be pretty fun. That'd be pretty fun. Also, I'm glad you made it back, Attractive. Back in time for the unboxing, yeah. Eyelash thinks we're gonna get a big frickin' dragon. Thank you for the rainy vibes, Attractive. They all sound cool, to be fair. They totally do. Oh, pardon me. Alright, let's see what we got here. This music makes it so much more dramatic. Leia says, I think we'll get the 3rd dragon. So that would be 1, 2, 3. That's a pretty cool dragon. I'd be happy with that one. I already previously got the 1st dragon, the OG dragon. This guy right here. So the 3rd dragon would be pretty neat. Let's see. These things are like weirdly hard to open. What do I hope it is? I think... Honestly, I'd be happy with any of them as long as it's not a duplicate. So I got 4 of them here. It could be a duplicate. The chances are increasing every time I open one. That's how they get you. I think the Sterling Silver Dragon would be pretty freaking cool. I think that'd be pretty freaking cool. But let's find out. Here we go. Oh, what? Oh, you're so close, Leia. You almost called it. That is the 4th dragon. You were so close. That's this guy right here. But that is a very badass pin. You can see it's like enamel. And they're pretty big, eh? Like they're not small pins. Yeah, that one's really rad, actually. That is definitely up there on the cool ones. Eyelash also called it as a dragon. I do not have that one yet, Eyelash. The ones I have are, well, this one now, and then that original dragon I showed you, which is like really blown out, but it's kind of fun. And then Owlbear from, I think this is maybe the 4th edition Owlbear. Oh no, it's the latest one, the newest Owlbear right there. Very cool art. And then another one of the OG ones. This is a Mimic. Looks like it's about to sucker punch this dude. And then a Beholder. Beholder. And that is the 4th edition Beholder. That one's super cool. Leia says, these pins look like you could make a D&D themed sash that's Scouts adjacent. You totally could. You could just have your sash and have your D&D pins right across. That'd be very fun. So those are the ones I have. Yakanana says that is badass. It is though, isn't it? That's a very cool pin. How am I handling the temperature? You know what? It's not so bad. I honestly thought that it was going to be worse. But I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Like, I'm a little warm. I'm a little sweaty, I'm not going to lie. But I'm doing okay. I'll manage. Thank you for asking, though. Dragons are always cool. 100%. Now I just have to stop buying these, because if I buy more, I'm bound to get a duplicate. And I don't want any duplicates. If there's specific ones that I really like, maybe I can find them being sold online individually, like just maybe on eBay or something, or Facebook Marketplace. I don't know. I like the Owlbear ones a lot. They're very cool. Attractive asks about the pumpkin ale. It's really good. It is a nicely balanced pumpkin ale. I was saying earlier, it's very cohesive, and it feels like it tastes in harmony. It's quite yummy. It is good onesie weather here too, Leia. It's been very rainy, a bit chilly, a bit stormy, a little bit of wind. So in that sense, it is good onesie weather. But in here, it's pretty warm. We have a heat pump, and so we keep it at like comfortable 20 degrees at all times. That's 20 Celsius. Yeah, it is. It's on the maltier side, on the sweeter side, but not too much. It's not like overly sweet. Yeah, Artractive, please don't. Please don't. That sounds like a great way to get heat stroke real quick. I'm sorry, Attractive. You just gotta come up here for the fall. Experience a North American fall and Halloween. Let's do a save here. A hard save, because we've just been kind of relying on quick saves, which can get you in trouble. Ooh, that's a cool looking window. Spooky. Spooky. Oh, look, it's one of these guys. Nice. This Tibetan war cannon works super good against those guys. Okay, apparently I can't jump over that. Hey Rizu, how you doing? Welcome. Attractive says, true, I need to experience a real Halloween. mean, truth be told, I've only ever experienced a West Coast Halloween, and I gather that they're not quite the same as like a New England Halloween, for example. Eyelash says, I wish I was wearing a onesie. My feet are cold. This, I don't know if it counts as a onesie. It doesn't have feetsies. So I just got my Pokemon socks on, y'all. I don't know if I can get my leg up far enough to show you. One second. I'm sure I can do this if I step back far enough. Squirtle socks. Squirtle socks, y'all. I guess Gengar socks would be even more thematic, but Squirtle socks are pretty good. They're really leaning into the Pokemon tonight, aren't they? Squirtle. What a hero. What a great Pokemon. Like I said, my very first Pokemon ever. Attractive says, I gave my chickens some frozen peas and ice in their water because they were totally overheating and pancaked when I got home. Aw, poor chickens. Fried chickens. Eyelash says, I feel like Spider-Man. I heard the sound of a pin drop and was like, what was that? And it was my dog spitting out the pill I gave her a few minutes ago. Good job noticing that. You should play the Pokemans, Eyelash. Play the Pokemans. Your first Pokemon ever was Pikachu. Did you play Pokemon Yellow? Was that your first Pokemon ever? Got a candle burning there. There's no way this isn't a trap, right? Oh yeah. I knew there's something was gonna come in or do something. Oh yeah, this thing is spooky looking. Oh. Nice. I like it. There's a health pack just sitting on a table in the middle of the room. There's 100% gonna be some kind of trap. Ain't no way there isn't. Do we go out that door? There's a door over here. Oh, there's stairs. I have not played Pokemon Go for quite some time, but... Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. That's pretty rude. We came all the way up here, and we can't even open the dang door. And that dude just spawned to come after us. Very rude. Very rude indeed. I guess we gotta go this way, huh? Yakinona talking about Halloween not being the same on East and West Coast. Yakinona says they're not the same. Here in Southern California, people lean a little into Dia de los Muertos, even if they're not Latin American. We have some Halloween stuff going on, but not like in the Northeast. It's super hard for you to find unfiltered, non-alcoholic apple cider this season. That stuff's so delicious. I couldn't tell you, like, if I was to go try and find some right now, I don't know where I would look, but I know you can get it around here. Some of the people involved in film and television would put on high-production haunted houses, like James Cameron before he moved to New Zealand. Wait, what? Sorry, where? Eyelash says my first game was Pokemon Yellow. My parents bought my brother's Red and Blue. Then I was like, excuse me, and my mom got me Yellow. Nice. Yellow was the best of them anyway, really. Well, I mean, Red and Blue are great in their own ways, but... Hey, Dylan, good to see ya. Welcome. Alright, what's going on out here? Excuse me, what the F? What the F? Where am I supposed to go from here? I don't know what to do. Can't see anything with scry. Okay. Is there a... Maybe there's a key that we have to find for that door up above? Because, yeah, that way does not look safe. Or do we have like an item that we have to use on the store? Just says will not open. Oh, in Malibu. Yeah, no, got it. That sounds rad. What the Fredericton? I like that. Very Canadian. Have I ever played Star Citizen? No. Although we do have some folks in this community that have tried for quite some time to get me to play Star Citizen. But no, I have not played it. I keep waiting for it to be done one day, I guess. I don't know. I keep thinking maybe I'll play it once it's actually, you know, complete. But will that ever happen? Who can say? Faceby says this game is spooky, paranormal, ASMR paranormal activity. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, did I miss something, y'all? Or do we just have to like jump off that? Maybe we just jump out that door. Maybe there's something out there. Maybe it's a leap of faith type situation. Or maybe there's like an invisible hello, excuse me, what? Rude. What in the Fredericton? I don't know, guys. Do we just see what happens? Because I don't think I can walk along this edge. Nope, nothing there. Nothing there. Alright, if you're afraid of heights, maybe don't watch this part. I'm just gonna take a leap of faith and we're gonna see what happens. This is not gonna end well. YOLO. Oh, what? What? Okay. Now, how are you supposed to know that's what's gonna happen, eh? How are you supposed to know that? Freaking lightning, dang. Lightning, dang. What is this? A lightning rod? Man, I do not remember this part of the game. I did beat this game once upon a time long, long ago, but clearly I do not remember. I guess we gotta put the lightning rod there, huh? What's down here? That's the door that would have let us in here. Well, that's a pretty door. The door needs to be charged. There you go. That's what lightning rod's for. I straight up started flying, right? Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Not recommended. Oh. Check it out. We just got a spell. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, got him. Got him. Yo, it looks like there's some stuff down there. Maybe over there too. Let's go check that out. Then we'll go through that charged door. Actually, let's read about our lightning gear first. A spell that harnesses the power of the heavens. To be a conduit for this type of energy is mind-numbing. I feel certain that it will provide a potent offensive force, especially when used in concert with my other weaponry. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I can notice this red jacket is an awesome unpasteurized apple cider orchard, but you gotta order minimum 4 half-gallon bottles. That's quite a bit, considering doing it and giving some out. That's a nice idea. Maybe with upstate New York apples. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really yummy. But you prefer to mull the side of yourself in a saucepan. That sounds even more delish. Like I said, Star Citizen's probably not worth playing at this point. It seems like it's taking forever to be done. Yes, over a decade now, right? Eyelash says, I knew it would work. I totally wasn't hoping that it was the wrong answer and would lead to a hilarious clippable moment. Of course not. You would never do that. Quail are very cute. They're pretty derpy, but they're pretty cute. Is this similar to Call Lightning in D&D? I feel like it's more like a lightning bolt, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Let's bust out our lightning spell and see. We'll fire at that door in a second, but first of all, let's see if we can, yeah, there's definitely a health pack down there. I don't know if we can survive this fall. Okay, let's try using that lightning door, because maybe we'll end up down there anyway. Maybe we don't have to precariously jump off this roof. Yeah, I feel like we're going to end up down there anyway. Let's just try blasting this door. Here we go. That was very underwhelming. That was very underwhelming, I have to say. Oh, I hear an amplifier stone. Ooh, up there. A little jumping puzzle, maybe? Okay. I have to come from over here. Definitely a little jumping puzzle now. Frick. Missed that last jump. Maybe I have to use haste actually to make that jump. Yeah, I bet you that's it. Let's do it. Nice. There's a note in here. Hello? Okay. Wonder what that journal entry's about. Some bullets we don't need. Okay, we can go down here. Should we go back out there, y'all? I do not trust that suit of armor one little bit. Let's go back out.
Stop.
Oh, what? We can't go back now? Or wait, maybe we need to blast it again. Hello?
Won't budge.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Won't budge.
Okay, well then I need a quick load because I need to know if... Because we saw those places outside, right? That looked like we should be able to get to them. And now it looks like we can't. Unless somehow down here goes there. But... Guess it's legit. Where the frick are we going, y'all? It's more like, ta-da! Look, I'm Pugsley for Wednesday. Psst. Yes, a little bit like that. Huh. Okay, yeah, I think I want a quick load and see about that. Those places that I couldn't get to. Or that it looked like I could get to. Because this looks like a totally different area. Sorry, the explorationist in me won't let me not explore. Okay, we're back out on the roof here. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get down here without killing ourselves. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We can climb up the rope. Nice, okay. nice. There's an amplifier here. Awesome. Okay. Well, that was well worth coming down here. Those amplifiers are collectibles that let us improve our spell power, increase our spell power. Okay. Do you guys think? Do you think we can get around that corner over there, or is that gonna be certain doom? I don't know that we're supposed to be out here. It just keeps going. Okay, that's the end of it. Ah, man, I wish they had put something out here, though. This is getting spooky. Multitasking, making dinner, and watching. This game has been quite spooky tonight, I have to admit. Okay. Alright. Let's try the other side now. Looks like there's a health pack down there. Health pack and some ammo and some Molotovs. Okay. Well, I'm glad we came back, even if just to get that amplifier, that was worth it. What if there's something out here? Nope. Nowhere this side. Alright, back we go. What's for dinner are attractive? Yakanona says this game's colors and skyboxes, at least with the mods, are awesome. I agree. So, all the art is the original art. It's just been upscaled, right? So it's just higher res, but the actual colors and just general art is all, you know, still the original stuff. I agree, though. It's got a great style. Yeah, really cool use of color, for sure. Alright, let's zap this door again, now that we know what we're doing. Alright, we have to get this one again. But now we know how to do that. It's this way. Brick. Brick. Nice. And then we'll have to figure out what that journal entry is about. We haven't read that yet. So down here we have 2 ways to go. That way, and what's that? Oh wait, that's probably just where this wraps around, right? No. Is there a secret room down there? Some health packs. Oh, we're topped out on health packs, so let's use one. Pick up another thing. I feel like there's a secret room under that fireplace, you know? Oh, I see, it goes right through to here. Gotcha. That's a spooky looking piece of art. This dude's big, got a big head. Okay, let's read that journal entry we picked up. Dylan says, I'm always amazed when I see this game looks somewhat recent with the mod. Yeah, I think the art direction really stands up, and the mod just polishes it up a bit so it looks modern enough, you know? I think it stands up for sure. Attractive says, I'm making a bit of a cold dinner since it's way too hot. Salad, veggies, fresh salmon, and some eggs. Oh, that sounds delightful. Sounds really yummy. You wish I had a bowl of ice cream. I wish I could give you a bowl of ice cream, Attractive. Okay, what's this about? Did we miss? Oh, we did miss the last line about Jeremiah's death here. I forgot you could switch pages with these buttons, but it didn't change the meaning, really. Okay, this is from one Daniel R. Keller, the headmaster of some academy, written to Mr. Covenant. Don't know if this is Mr. Covenant Sr., like Jeremiah's father, or if this is written to Jeremiah. Let's see. Mr. Covenant, we are writing to you to address concerns about your son Ambrose. So this is to Mr. Covenant Sr., aka Joseph Covenant, the father of the siblings here. Ambrose is no longer welcome at McKissick Academy. As this is not the first letter we have written concerning his behaviour, it should come as no surprise that we have to take such drastic measures. He has long been a troublemaker who has caused his teachers and prefects endless grief. I will not recount all his offences again, but I will draw attention to some of the more grievous incidents that led to this decision. Aside from being a bully and a tyrant to so many of his peers, Ambrose has been caught stealing from faculty, fraternising with hoodlums, and cheating numerous times. However, the most recent incident has gone far beyond common villainy and has prompted us to expel him. Your son exhibits unprecedented cruelty. Professor Tarver discovered Ambrose torturing and mutilating a dog. He was hidden inside the tool rooms of the academy when Professor Tarver was drawn by the whimpers of the poor animal. Alright, we gotta mess this guy up. Professor Tarver said he was unnerved by the wickedness wrought by your son and had no choice but to put the poor beast out of its misery. It is not our job to discover where your son gained the impulse to be so cruel, but this behaviour is unacceptable of an institution of education. With regards, the headmaster of the McKissick Academy. Wow. Sounds like Aaron's a real piece of crap, so I'm not going to feel bad when we murder his ghost. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so there's a door down here, but there's also... We could have gone up above. I'm curious what's up above. You want a chocolate protein bar? I have a chocolate protein bar downstairs. If only I could pass it through the screen to you, I would. What's going on up here? Logo tone. Yeah. Kanono says I have both those things, but no appetite at the moment. Oh. Ow. That was... I forgot that I could hurt myself with this weapon. Nice. Whoa, buddy. Okay. Dang, it's too bad I blasted myself there. Oh, that's cool. Got a big shield or medallion or whatever it is above the fireplace there. It's actually kind of hard to tell what it is, but this room's actually pretty baller. It's like these big beams. Another lightning rod. Oh, look at that. We can use it to activate something, I think. I think that's what's going on there. Let's see. Let's find out. Where's our lightning at? Oh, a ladder. Okay. Okay. Freaking bats. Try to figure out if this is the way we're supposed to go. Probably is. Oh, there's the tower that we need to get to. Okay, then yeah, this is clearly the way we're supposed to go. Hello, Vaticans. I won't shoot the bat. Oh crap. Almost fell. Then maybe this is the way we're not supposed to go, down below. That's the problem with these games. Sometimes you never know which is the critical path and which is the extra route. And you know, I always want to go the extra route. Because I want to find the secrets, you know. So. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that way up there is the way we're supposed to go. Because that tower is our ultimate. Wow. Seriously, I came all the way down here for a locked door. That is extremely rude, game. That's extremely rude. There's nothing in this room. Just a stupid locked door. I am... My jimmies are rustled. Alright, keep your secrets. 100% though. That's right, let's get back to the rooftop parkour. Let's Assassin's Creed this up. I like how we climb up here just like our gun doesn't move. We're just like just straight up. Okay, this is a new area. No, we're not been here yet. I don't know if these bats are going to attack me. Oh, spooky. This looks very spooky. Okay. Yeah, do you think there's anything up here? Do you think we can like blast that window? That window is very cool looking. Don't really want to blast it, but what if we can get in there? Oh, what? Maybe this is the way we have to go, actually, I'm not sure. Oh shoot, what the frick? What the frick is this thing? Wait, is it not dead? Oh. What is happening? What is happening? Drugs. Drugs are happening. Oh my god, what is happening? That was so dizzying. What just happened, bro? What was that? What actually just happened, though? Okay. Yo, what's that dude doing up there? He's just whipping around up there. Can we get up there? What is happening out here, y'all? This is getting real weird. Yeah, sorry that was so dizzying. That was quite horrifying. I'm trying to figure out if there's like another way to go, or what the frick. Okay, alright. What is happening? I fell asleep and had a nightmare. Yes. That's what you get for breaking their window. I mean, it's a really nice window. I feel a little bad about breaking it. Apparently we can just hop our way up here. This is some Skyrim shit right here. Just absolutely hop our way up the mountain, straight out of bounds. I don't think I'm supposed to be over here. Yes, that was worth a bonk. That was worth a bonk. I said what I said. Why is the sky purple and blue? I don't know, because it's pretty and it's magic. Oh yeah, we're definitely not supposed to be back here. Doesn't look very safe at all. Okay, let's head back down. Okay, so what happens if we just try going in this door, huh? Rather than breaking the window. You said what you said, so I shall bonk your head. You know what, that's totally respectable. Oh, we actually can't get through this. Wait, there's no door. What the frick? What the frick? What is going on here? Okay, so this is the only way to go. Leah, thank you for the blood sugar check. That's good thinking. That's good thinking. Because this is getting pretty wild here. Gotta make sure the blood sugar's doing good. Doing good. Let's see. Let's see. 4.7. So that's alright. So it went up and came down and now it's stable-ish. But it's a little on the low side. We'll have to go do something about that soon. Thank you for the check. And thank you for letting the folks know about my diabetes. Eyelash, my diabetes. Alright, should we try this again? Okay. What the frick? Why can't I hit this dude? No, we can't let this guy hit us because last time that happened it was wacky. Okay, it's dead. I'm pretty sure it's actually dead. Let's use a health pack. Yeah. Not the diabetes. Okay, so everything's weird and wobbly here, and oh my god, oh my god. Why is this happening? This is so dizzying. Stop, I can't look at it. I'm just gonna stare at this wall until it goes away. Okay, it's not gonna go away apparently. Who thought this was a good idea? What is happening? Help. Help. Is there any way to stop this? This is extremely unpleasant. Phantom Monkey, thank you for the follow. Can I use like Dispel or something to... Okay, what was that? What was causing all the wibbly wobblies? God, that's unpleasant. Leia says my mom has the Libre 3. She likes it much better than the 2. You don't have to scan it after the initial scan. Yeah, I used to have the Libre 2s. I used them for many years. And yeah, you had to always give it the scan with your phone. More recently I've switched to the Dexcom G7. And that's like a continuous monitor. So it just connects by Bluetooth to my phone. So that's preferable. But I think the Libre 3 is the same kind of thing. I think it connects by Bluetooth as well. So it's a CGM, a continuous glucose monitor. Okay. Oh god, what is happening? Okay, let's murder these dudes because I don't know what caused the wibbly wobbly, but I never want it to happen again. Ah yes, the ASMR sounds of whatever these dudes. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. I think I managed to kill them, but close your eyes. Close your eyes, y'all. This is... Who thought this was a good idea? I'm just gonna stare into this wall for a while. Can I... Let me try using Dispel. Nope. Doesn't work. Holy smokes. Oh, is this Dispel? Oh, it was. Okay, the Dispel fixes it. That's good to know. That is extremely brutal. It's like super vomit inducing. The wibbly powers. ASMR anguish. None of this is my fault, Leia. It's like when you try to go to sleep when you're drunk. Exactly that attractive. It's a bad time. Such an immersive experience. Get seasick. Japes, thank you for the follow. Thorax says, alright, I gotta head to bed. Yikes, that is wobbly. Yeah, go to bed, try not to vomit. Have a spooky rest of the stream, everyone. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, Thorax. Thanks for hanging out with us, as always. And you have a good sleep. You have a good sleep. And a great week. See you later, Thorax. See you next time. Oh, hey, it's Rotundus Yeeks. Good to see you, Japes, or Rotundus. Nice to have you here on whatever account you're joining us. Wait, what? Why'd I come down here? If we can't get through this door. Oh, we gotta go up. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god, this is so floaty. Wow, this is the worst. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so far so good. Shoot. Crap. At least falling doesn't kill us. Thank you for the hydrate or snack, Leia. I have some hydrating liquid here that is not my beer. It is a blackberry bubbly. Blackberry bubbly. I'm just going to turn down the volume while I open it. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Very refreshing. Thank you, Leia. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Let's try this again. Wow, bad start. Bad freaking start. Oh my glob. Why is this so bad? Okay, alright. Okay. It's like moon powers. Okay. Okay, alright. You can't be too hasty here. You gotta just jump and then, oh man, these jumps are getting, oh, made it. Okay. Whew. Quick save. What is happening up here? That doesn't look safe at all, but I'm pretty sure that's where we have to go, so YOLO. YOLO. Oh. We're on the top of the tower now. We have a new journal entry. The manor's great tower held another portal to Oneros. Kissinger was either unaware of this one or simply too arrogant to believe I pose a threat. Most likely the latter. I will find him here in this Stygian landscape, and we will settle our affairs once and for all. The Covenant siblings I have dispatched of necessity, of duty to Jeremiah, and of pity for their ravaged, broken souls. But not so Otto Kissinger. I'm not usually a man given to hatred, but I could gut Otto Kissinger and feel no remorse. I may do just that. Yikes, Patrick. The bro does not like this dude. And we have gone through a portal into Oniros, which is this spooky place. I don't quite remember what the deal is with Oniros and Otto Kissinger. Clearly, he and Patrick have some bad blood. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there was something about Patrick's wife. Maybe this dude killed his wife. I don't remember. At any rate, they are mortal enemies. And whatever's going on here, we're going to have a big showdown. And so I'm pretty sure this is where we're going to leave this for now, friends. A little bit of a cliffhanger, but I think this is as good a place as any. One day, one distant day, we might finish this game, but I don't think it's going to be this year. This is a game that I bust out, of course, around Halloween each year. It's been like, what, 3 years now that we've been working our way little bit by little bit through this game. Maybe next year will be the one. We might play this one more time before the end of spooky season, but Halloween's coming up real quick on Friday. So now I had thought maybe I would try and squeak a stream in this Thursday. It's been a long time since I streamed on a Thursday, but it's really going to depend on my week and how my work week is looking. It's also going to depend on how my Skyrim Halloween video is going, because some of you might know the Wandering in Skyrim Halloween video is another long-standing channel tradition, and it's not one that I would dare miss out on. And I still have some work to do on that video for sure. So I want to try and get that video out by like Wednesday or Thursday at the latest. But if I haven't got it ready to go by Thursday night, then I'm definitely going to have to skip the potential stream. So what I'm trying to say is I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to stream Thursday. But if I can, I will. And I will keep you informed on the Discord. So !Discord is the place to be if you want to know if that's going to happen or not. Like I said, I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to say it's for sure going to happen. It's like a maybe. Depends on my workload and depends on the video. So yes, the P is supposed to be Patrick. That's right, Leia. Yeah, he signs his own journal entries with his initial. That's right. The Blackberry Bubbly is good, Leia. Yeah, it's subtle, but it's nice. Rotundus Yeeks, or aka Japes, says, also thank you for not making your VOD subs only. Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. I'm always happy to leave them there for everyone to watch, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube. It's in both places. Yeah, there might have been something like that, Leia. There might have been some kind of affair between Otto and Patrick's wife, or I don't know. Artractive says, how far along in the game do you think we are so far? Maybe halfway-ish. I seem to remember the game is quite front-loaded, so all the stuff leading up to fighting Elizabeth takes a very long time, and then the next subsequent siblings go a lot faster. So we've killed 2 out of the 4 Covenant siblings. So I think we're like maybe past halfway now. Let's just stop procrastinating and go wander in Skyrim right now. I'm gonna go to bed right now. That's what I'm gonna do. I got work in the morning. Sadly. Attractive says, no stress, Nick. I mean, it is my birthday on Halloween, so that would be cool. That would be pretty cool. And if we do not stream on Thursday, which would be Friday for you, Halloween, we will make sure that we sing you a very happy birthday next Sunday. Because next Sunday, I'll definitely be streaming, as you all know. Thank you, Leia. I am saying there's a chance, Dylan. I'm saying there's a chance. Yes. Yes, this new area looks very spooky, doesn't it? No bed, only Thursday stream prep. Wow. Who needs sleep, right? Who needs sleep? Yo, Torin, hello. Welcome. Over on YouTube. We're just wrapping up, Torin. Anth on YouTube says, well, I have my math midterm tomorrow, so I'm hitting the hay. Have a good night, everyone, and wish me luck. Good luck, Anth. I'm sure you're going to nail it. I'm sure you're going to crush it. Get a good sleep, and go kill that test. Yeah, it's very spooky with the lightning, isn't it? Very spooky. Leia says Halloween is my sister and brother-in-law's wedding anniversary. Whoa, Halloween wedding. Halloween is by far my wife's favorite holiday of the year. And even we didn't do the Halloween wedding. But happy anniversary, yeah, to your sister and brother-in-law. Before we wrap it up, friends, you know how we roll around here. Let's go find someone awesome to raid, someone to visit. We were the lucky recipients of an awesome raid from Lilac Moon, a fantastic streamer, super nice guy, very talented musician. And y'all should definitely go check him out if you have not. If possible, could we get a shout out for Lilac Moon one more time? If Twitch will let us. In the meantime, let's go see who's streaming. Because, you know, I ventured onto the ASMR section here on Twitch the other day just to see what that's looking like these days. And I have to say, it's a little grim if you're not looking for sexualized ASMR. If you're just looking for like traditional or wholesome ASMR, man, there's a lot of very sexualized channels to navigate around. But there are awesome creators here on Twitch. There are awesome streamers making wholesome and traditional ASMR. You just gotta know where to look. And some of them are definitely streaming right now. You know who's streaming right now? Who we should go visit, who we've not visited in a hot minute? Miss Chloe. Miss Chloe is an ASMR OG. She's been making ASMR for so dang long. And it's top quality stuff. I'm just gonna make sure that she's not about to wrap up her stream. I do not think so. I do not think so. Not yet. So, friends, let's see if we can rate Miss Chloe. Long time friend of the channel. Long time excellent ASMR creator. You guys will be in good hands over there. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Okay, looks like that raid's gonna go through. So y'all, if you're in the Twitch chat, sit tight. In about a minute or so, we'll be heading on over to Miss Chloe's channel, where y'all will enjoy some top quality tinkles and an excellent community and an excellent ASMR artist. If you're in the YouTube chat, I must invite you over to the Twitch chat if you'd like to join us for the raid. When you get there, I'll let them know where you came from and consider following to support an awesome ASMR creator. If you are subscribed, you can use the ASM Raid, one of my very favorite emotes on our channel here, made by our good friend Famcam ASMR. Feel free to throw that in the chat if you like. Alright, gang, thank you all so much for being here, for hanging out with me. I do hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. It's always a pleasure to spend time with y'all, and thank you for choosing to spend time hanging out in this community, making this place better just by being here. Big thanks to our awesome moderators for keeping an eye on the chat here, making sure this is a safe, loving, respectful place that y'all have come to know and love. And head on over to the Discord, !Discord, if you want to hang out with these awesome folks in between streams. Happy Halloween, y'all. Hopefully I stream before then and see you then, but if not, happy Halloween. I'll see you